And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Together We Roll. This is the third episode of our campaign, and let's get to it, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, one person's excited.
Well, yeah, one person's excited because you got your new character. You're ready to go, right?
Well, I got a new character. I might still have my other character. We just don't know yet.
Well, we'll find
Minus
out.
the other three.
If
To
anything,
be
I'll pull its
determined.
out right in front of you.
Can we vote?
Okay.
We can always vote. No, I said can we vote?
Vote.
Yeah.
I like the turtle.
I like getting healed.
Same. Wow. So who's dying this round?
Okay, a little bit of recap of the last few games. After meeting each other for the first time for many of you at the Warm Goose in the Reflective Savannas, past the... actually, never mind. In the Reflective Savannas, you had a pie party, made some new friends, made new memories, and then were interrupted by a untimely orc raid. You know, that stuff happens. You guys fought for your lives, defended the turf, and hunkered down until the orc tide was passed. Unfortunately, you lost a few people that you had a pie party with, one of them being a dwarf, and a family member for another. Yes. Answering the plea of a desperate wife, you guys decided to go hunt down this orc horde, or orc raiding party, and try to save what you can and to eliminate this threat. On the way, you gained a new turtle friend with a peg leg that likes to bite his fingers.
I didn't have a cigar.
Okay. Okay. And you followed the trail, finding various knickknacks of, as far as you could guess, as you found holy symbols that had been torn off and tossed aside as either a desperate plea of follow this trail or of maybe something else. As you followed this muddled orc trail of, as far as you can tell by someone's very high survival check, maybe 30 or so, possibly 40 orcs with quite a number of dying. It's hard to say. Finding that they went upriver of the Nuxville River towards the endless monsoon, which you made yourself go into after battling the River of Doom, as you guys had a lot of trouble with that. But eventually got over and got distracted by Shiny and the river, tried to get that out, but unfortunately was not successful, wasting a bit of time, and finally getting to the borders of the Eternal Monsoon, taking a night's rest, and then entering, but not before realizing about the lightning strikes were not natural, as you saw it jump 2-3 times before they dissipated. As you found out later that afternoon, as you traveled the heavy torrential pouring of that area, constantly being flooded and overflown with water from this endless storm. You found out that these lightning strikes gave birth to small elementals that were the spirit of the storm and raged just as hard. But unfortunately, that happened right when you were checking the river, trying to pass it to get through this outline of various lightning strikes of this outline of a mound of rocks, jagged, possibly a mountain that has been just eroded away over hundreds of years of this just constant water. One of you died because a strangleweed separated you from the party and just took you into the cold embrace of what you grew up in, into the water. As the rest of you dealt with the elemental spirits. You got his body and barely brought him back, thanks to someone's life savings that was given to a certain someone, and nearly talked him to death, with about 15-20 seconds remaining as I was timing it.
Sweet. Deliberated over his dying body.
That's why I have all these behind here for these kind of things.
Yeah, you have one for each. You have one for every person in case we all.
That
go
behind
down.
you, with new experiences, new regrets,
timer starts.
and a couple new fears about certain things. You decided to take a short rest before continuing on after going across the river, which the rivers here are very fast flowing, or are flow to the point that you don't realize that you're walking to a river edge until you fall into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
It's just so much free-flowing water
exactly.
on the ground, it can't even soak in. Yeah.
No, it's horrific in that kind of situation.
That's
Using a clever means of a automaton, a shield, heavy cloaks, you made a makeshift shed, a tent that all you took shelter in, as one of you since you can't take any exhaustion points, you're able to do that. Speaking of which, did I ever give you an exhaustion point for failing that Constitution saving throw? Yeah, I was messed up.
Maybe not.
The answer is no.
Okay. Take 1 point of exhaustion because you did fail a Constitution saving throw, if I remember correctly. Yeah, as you find out, I wasn't too good in the head last game, and I'm okay this time, but not all the way back.
Too good in the head is a very broad thing to say. Though.
Well,
We're
you
kind
know,
of all
when you're
very
fighting an
general,
illness
too.
that makes your head foggy, it's a little harder to do take care of things.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Since we were taking a long rest, right, or a short?
Short
rest.
You still
rest.
have
People are
one
screaming and
exhaustion.
dying.
It's okay.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks and
I'm not hindered.
Cool. All right, got it.
Show off.
exhaustion,
Just like my
exhaustion.
Just hope
There's
your
gonna be a
batteries
time you
don't
wanna
run out.
breathe.
Yeah, just disadvantage on ability checks.
Maybe.
That's it.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe.
Or you're gonna want to sleep.
Maybe.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Don't
Anyway,
die.
You can be a little boy.
Don't die.
I will try not to. You know, if I'm gonna die, I might get entertaining though.
I mean, at least do it on camera.
Yeah. You
Just
know,
don't-
get the views.
If you're gonna die, just don't run out the front door.
All right, I'm done dying. Okay.
Hopefully,
But while you were taking this short rest, right after that
Good
short
point.
rest, you found a corpse that was trapped, and inside of its in its chest cavity with no head, you found some sort of strange bush inside of it, which you took care of because your AC is ungodly high already, and it was unable to hurt you.
Yes, lots of tinking
Yeah.
off the armor.
Yes, but as that happened, suddenly the storm was rapidly getting worse and worse and worse, with various lightning strikes happening all around you, seeming to not hit any living organic creature. As you see this wave of just lightning strikes come from the outer edges of the entire domain of this internal monsoon, and seem to be a magnetizing flow towards these mounds of jagged rock that are quickly, through hundreds to thousands of strikes at once, just illuminating and making your ears go a high-pitched weighing sound as the sound just builds up to an immeasurable, ear-shattering lightning roar as the hundreds of lightning strikes just happened and magnetized to this mound of jagged black charcoal rocks covered in water and lightning.
Sounds safe.
Hmm?
Sounds safe.
Sounds safe.
We're still wrapped up in.
No, this was when you were holding this the corpse, and you were dealing with that, and that happened. And you went to the mound, which is you're maybe a fourth of a mile away. It's hard to tell as your ears just became
But
shattered.
we've already taken our short rest and
Yeah.
picked our
Yeah,
camp
you
up.
already-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you saw this body, and everyone got up and went over to it, which was maybe 100 feet. But as all the lightning diminished and seemed to magnetize toward this mound of jagged black rock, a singular lightning struck at the very tip of it and remained. As you see the frozen bits of superheated plasma strike at the very top of it, illuminate the entire area as the rain subsides slightly to a heavy drizzle, allowing you to see a lot more with the dim light, just illuminated the area from the singular light source, which is a superheated plasma, as you see the individual tendrils, each almost like a pencil, through the clouds itself, as you see it just go through the storm.
Take it to your left.
That's where we ended up.
Davros, how are you feeling?
I'm fine.
What the fuck is his accent? I forgot.
You
You're
in
good.
Spanish.
You're good. Yeah. Stranger.
with
Fine.
the rhythm.
Not feeling very well, apparently. You're not
You sound
yourself.
like a new person.
Perfectly pleasant.
My eyes are
How
still
are you?
flickering.
I'm-
Yellow and red.
I am tired, more tired than I should be. But you have faced death. Is it your first time?
That I can remember.
It is not my first time. You and I share a kin.
It's not one to be happy about, but
No, it is not.
true.
It was lucky you had the potion.
So
It is quite indeed. My brother is smarter than I and wiser than I.
So's mine.
But you're a better talker.
That's a little rude.
Might not be
Sonny.
the most polite, but
It's true.
it's not inaccurate.
Excuse me, but
If I were not in such a kind place right now, I might take offense at that.
Oh, I'll make it up.
You have no idea what myself and my brother have gone through.
Nope. I make the water stop being around him. And me.
How
cantrip.
much can that?
5 foot square.
Okay.
So, not everyone.
Not everyone. Just the two of us. There.
Well,
I'll make it feel better.
The water separates from your feet, revealing the thick slosh that is the mud underneath. Mostly rock, though, as all the silt and everything has been washed away, leaving mostly rock and pebbles.
Rock and what?
Pebbles. So heavier rocks and pebbles, because a lot of the silt and mud has just been washed.
Yay big pebbles?
Yeah.
You grab some of those.
And another handful? Thank you.
Flan might need some snacks for later too.
That's perfectly fine.
My sling may need some snacks.
He's a
for-
cannibal?
It's not the same kind of rock.
Okay.
You eat other
I
furry
kind of-
creatures.
yes,
Not
but she is
often.
not furry.
Start like
We're all furry.
wringing out my.
Flan says so.
It's still a heavy drizzle.
Yeah, but I'm not standing in a
Davros
puddle.
touches his
Oh,
hair,
that's
just
like, yeah,
it
go right
feels
ahead.
more like a weed kind of thing. It's a little more stringy, but sure, we're all fur. Yes.
All of you hear this.
Oh yeah, it's that thing.
Right.
How many?
Oh yeah, we got people to rescue.
Now illuminated, followed by
forget?
occasional
Come back.
that is 100% magnetized now of these lightning strikes. As it's about to hit like the soil on the side of it, but suddenly jumps straight towards the mound of jagged black rocks. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, still with that single sentinel at the top as you hear chanting. Like
So glad I
subtle
had
but
that.
distant kind of deal. Loud screaming, battle cries,
Should we climb
clangs
up
of
now?
metal.
I go.
There's constant.
I'm already walking.
Let's go.
I look at the
let's
party.
go,
I go.
let's go,
Let's go
let's
be
go.
heroes.
Okay.
Hold,
Big
if
time heroes.
I may hold for a moment.
You still have that.
Shall we
statue,
walk
right?
knowingly
Doesn't
and
make you
openly?
have that.
We knowingly walk toward the mouth of the gator, where this thing will clamp shut on us if we walk in such place. We have had one nearly die. There's another that has been taken to this very place. Shouldn't we be a little more cautious than just marching straight forward into this mouth?
Oh, are you a stealthy person?
I am not. But I am not. I am not a fool.
Oh well, I'm a fool.
I'm already walking.
Wait
You
for
hear
me.
the
And I
Heavy
turn follow my
footsteps.
shoulder. Also, senor, I am a stealthy person. You just keep on
Then
going.
I will follow you, Douglas.
Oh, for the love of God.
Well, hopefully they'll all
Not
be
too close
up
to
there with
Annabelle.
the chanting and everything and not really guarding the gate.
There's a gate.
Well, it sounded like it. From
He said
what
gate.
We just saw a mountain.
What-
I'm assuming it's a cave.
He's,
No, it's a. You can see it. It's a.
The mountain of
It's a
lightning.
mound.
Let's go.
Now,
It-
right?
looking at it now. It's make a perception check if you're looking at it.
Okie dokie, I'm looking at it.
Definitely looking at it.
Wow, thanks for that shitty roll, Mr. Dice.
modified 20?
I'm looking at his dice.
Yeah. So modified 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at YouTube, as far as you can tell, it looks like some sort of pile of rocks, either like some sort of natural formation that's just been eroded away quickly over a couple of 100 years. That used to be much, much bigger as far as you can tell, and it just has these deep grooves leaving the heavier, harder rocks at jagged angles. You've seen out the entire thing. It doesn't look natural. Yes, it's jagged in structure, but has a weird, chaotic pattern to it. You can't really see the pattern of it, but there's like big, jagged rocks in certain areas to even it out to make it somewhat pleasant to look at, even in its chaotic structure. You're not 100% sure if this is natural or not. It might be built from natural material. As you see the lightning strikes hit with each one, you see where the lightning strikes, the lightning where the energy diffuses into the rock, you see almost like Nordic style artwork that just lights up with the energy before dissipating.
I'm pretty sure they know we're here.
I am shooting ahead of the group, kind of using the cover of rain to go into stealth as I try to get as close to it as possible without setting anything off.
I believe, do you have that ability for like what the wood elves have? Are you able to hide in plain sight?
Wild.
Hide in plain water.
No.
I was gonna say, how deep is the water here?
Right now it's ankle deep,
Oh.
but it's quickly diffusing. And over maybe an hour, it'll quickly be able to make like a few inches.
Oh, because the rain is dying down.
The
Yeah,
rain has died down to a drizzle.
I was thinking about
Where
that.
you can quite literally, with the heavy rainfall, you can only see maybe 500 feet. Now you can see for at least 1,000 to 2,500 feet.
Okay.
It's still dark, but actually no,
Yeah.
it's dim lit right now.
Okay, never mind. Because
Yes.
the area we were in last time when that fight was going on, you had said that it was
Dark.
it was dark enough to be like
Yeah.
stealthy and stuff. But if that's not the case here, then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
in
try
this
to-
case, unfortunately not.
There's nothing to go behind and
No,
gain
you're not
advantage.
breaking any eye contact. You don't have that specific skill, if I remember correctly. If you do have
No,
that skill, let me
it's
know about that.
that's specifically wood.
Exactly.
Can
So-
he just hide behind him
I'm gonna hide
with the
behind.
giant shield and shit?
You can certainly do that if you want.
I'm gonna hide behind
but-
Sparks, so they're gonna pick a fight with him and a random blue guy with a fucking sword jump out of
Sure,
There
roll at disadvantage.
Might
You
should
mean
we
the
bring the
moving
entire
lightning
disadvantage.
Well, I mean, it's one spot compared
Then
to a
it's,
big fucking, pillar, I'm here kind of guy.
disadvantage. You said
Yeah.
11.
Okay. You feel like you're doing your best as you can as you're just kind of walking behind him. As it is a 7 foot something.
7'8".
Sorry.
7'8".
Sorry, 7'8". I forget how tall you are. He's basically big as an orc. He's orc size. Okay, covered in full armor.
Full plate
Full plate.
with a what is that shield?
You're real stealthy.
4-foot shield. and
Yeah, it's
6-foot sword.
pretty much. Yeah. It's stupid.
I start taking mud and the ground and so forth, throwing it all over my things, my body.
See?
I go down to four legs and start crawling along as low as I can. I look like a mound of mud and weeds.
Make a survival check.
every day.
Yeah.
No, I meant the.
Would I be able to maybe roll history about the Nordic rune?
Of course, go roll history or
Nice.
history or religion.
They're the same modifier.
Yeah, they're the same modifier, and it's kind of the same at this point.
Dirty
15?
20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you have to dig a little bit in order to get past
Dirty
the rock.
20. Not a,
Yeah.
that's what I am.
In order to
Come on.
get past the rocks, there is mud in between, but it's deeper because a lot of the silt has just been washed away.
Right.
So you have to get a little deeper. You do manage to find bits of mud in order to cover you a little bit better. As you start covering yourself and start going crawling, you feel the mud. As it is still raining, so it's not going to last
No.
long.
I am now stealthing.
Okay, the rest of the team is not going half speed. You're going to fall behind if you do so.
He's also a tortoise.
15.
I can still
15?
move it normal. Cannot believe you're going straight into the mouth, saying, I'm here, eat me. Why not try to sneak your way in?
Camouflage, a very good idea. If you wore black like me, you wouldn't have that problem.
I didn't know you were black.
I said I wear black. The mask, the hat.
It's the accent.
We're all gonna die.
All right, I am still going to try and stealth at normal pace. Keep up with these
Roll a
jacks.
disadvantage. Okay, so Hazel, while that's happening, looking at the mound and looking at the lightning strike and everything.
Roll a 1.
Yes.
We'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to that.
Turtle's walking.
No, it's really fun. Anyway, history check / religion. Alright, you rolled enough that this bit of land, it contributes to everything around it. It takes all the resources of the soil, the richness and everything of the soil, and disputes it to other parts of the land. So there's other like areas that are just like super areas for planting things, which some businesses have monopolized on. But there's something religious about this. You can't put your finger on it, but you know this is a religious site. A very harsh one too. It's definitely not a good god, but it's not a bad god either. It can be good, it can be bad. It's one of those. It's like one of those neutral gods. You can't really remember anything else apart of that. It's a sea god.
Okay.
A sea god that was angry about too much land or something like that.
Okay.
That's as much you can get from a 15.
Do you convey that to us?
You shared the.
Everyone else
No?
keeps talking about everything else so far.
I don't know anything about what you were just thinking about.
She'll convey everything to
One explanation later.
With great reluctance.
If I remember anything.
There's something about a sea god.
Nope.
There's a lot of sea gods. I don't remember which
Only we knew
one.
somebody who knew stuff about
As you're marching towards the mountain, you hear a and suddenly swoosh. As you find a area that was a lot deeper than the rest of the land.
Yeah, now
As you fall
I
10,
didn't
15
roll a
feet.
1 though. I rolled a 1 plus 1, but
Yep. As I walk past.
As you
I
get out of a small pool, as you roll perception check, why not?
okay.
Do we see this?
Okay, this is not an ability
I
check.
think we all see it.
It's not an ability check, so I'm
With
okay
how
with
bad he
perception,
rolled
right?
on stealth,
It's an
all of
ability
us
check at
know.
disadvantage.
Perception? Oh, it's
It's
ability
an
check.
ability
Oh
check,
god.
yes.
Yeah, freaking A. All right, this calls for rolling a disadvantage with
The fuck.
Gil's die.
Because you want to have
With Gil's die. Here we
Your
go.
hammer die.
Yep. With a solid
Personal
forged
die.
metal
Roll it,
die.
let's
comes
go!
out.
Go!
It's not bad.
They're both not great, but okay. I'm rolling perception.
Not bad.
Which is a 0 for you.
Yeah, it is. I was trying for luck here. 12. No,
12.
no disadvantage. 11.
Okay. You get out waterlogged and just heavily dripping. Now you're clean, for the most part. As a lot of the mud that you placed on you that was just landing, it just
I start
As he's
cursing to
doing-
myself.
As he's doing his thing, I walk by and tap him. Real smooth, real stealthy, and just keep walking.
A noble effort, my
I
friend.
never said I was stealthy, although I've practiced it.
squish.
I
Squash.
think you need to practice a little more.
I keep up with Mr. Metal.
They sent things to kill us. They know we're coming.
At
A
that
double
point,
attempt.
between this chanting and this ritualistic sounding, just battle cries, loud stomping sounds, as things hitting each other. Whose phone is going off?
Nope.
Someone's
hear
alarm
anything.
just went off. Anyway,
I hear
I didn't
nothing.
hear anything.
as in between the lightning
Quality works.
strikes that are still hitting and magnetizing towards this mound of sharp, jagged rocks that doesn't look very easy to climb as you get closer to it.
Great.
You get about maybe 100, 200, 300 feet. As off to the left, those with higher perceptions, you see, you hear other chanting, guttural sounds, clanging of metal. As you see a small party of orcs. If I remember quickly, I need to check that. Yeah, that's right. You see a group of seven heavy-looking individuals, muscle-bound, ash-gray orcs, off in the distance, maybe 300 feet off to your left. And if you continue straight, you're definitely going to run into them. As you see them grouped together, as a lot of them are chanting, yelling, and screaming.
What's a lot?
7, as far as you can tell.
That's a lot.
Chanting and screaming
So
is the problem. The
Make a
chanting
7.
and screaming
Make a
is the
perception
problem.
check if you're taking one.
Because then they call more.
Can I take a look? Or?
Yeah, of course.
Nat 20.
16.
Okay. 16, not bad. Natural 20, which turned out to with a +5 bonus for natural
With the
20.
extra 5 and my perception, that's a 32.
Suddenly your eyes just...
You can count the zits.
Yes, you can count the zits on
Yeah, I
the
roll
eyes.
ass on stealth, and then that one, I'm just like,
You know,
Yes,
you're
but
trying
that
to
one on
make
the
up
left
for
has testicular cancer.
oh, the portion is not.
Yes.
That is not a rash.
So you find 7 individuals.
It is a tumor.
One of them is a dire wolf.
Ah,
One of them is sitting on the dire wolf with white fur pelt, a spear, and dare I say it looks familiar. Along with several other orcs, and one of them seemed to be in the front, standing in higher waist water. So it looks like they're a little deeper than the rest of where you guys are. And seems to be waiting as as the orc that's been separated from the rest of the group is just taking the chance and making loud noises, stomping with his feet and shaking the bits of metal that is on his arms. No sword, no shield, just bare chested. It looks
That
like
sounds bad.
seems like a spiked gauntlet
oh fuck.
that comes out maybe
He's gonna
a few,
fucking meat cleaver us with his
but they're not
nuts.
looking towards you, except for one.
I'm down.
As
down.
the biggest, standing as tall as the orc that's standing, well, not as that much, because these things are about 8 foot.
Yeah.
These orcs they're orcs, muscle-bound individual, but this one seems to be swollen, almost twice the size as the normal orcs. Ash gray, from the distance, looking straight towards you with the slight reflection of the eyes from the light that is being protruded. Bare-chested, a little bit of hide armor across his belly, but just showing off his rippling, swollen muscles as you just hear the tension of chain. As on his left hand, as you see a bit of scarring on it, charred again. Attached to a rock and a chain around his arm. Very familiar like flying.
How far away are they?
He was
Well,
tired.
twin.
I would say that would probably
As
be the
2,
leader.
3, 4 look at you, they don't move. As
I
the
do.
big swollen orc just kind of stuck the floor.
Does
do.
Flan like that rock?
Evil twin.
Make an insight check.
Doesn't Plant talk to you?
Yes, that's why he's
Well,
making an insight check.
Of course, that's what I've played.
Plant goes bad rock.
That's an 8, which makes it an 8.
Unsure yet. They haven't gotten in contact yet. They just seen each other, you know.
He says, ask again later.
As this big
Check him again.
swollen
God damn it.
It's
orc
better than
with
don't
this
count.
rock on a chain just steps forward and just takes one big arm and just motions it towards you. As there's an explosion of water on the one that's separated from the rest of the group, as it looks like, you can definitely see this, a partially degraded corpse gets out of the water, dripping with water, waterlogged, bits of rock, soil, mud dripping from its body. As the one with the orc that has the spike on it just howls in glory and starts to beat.
Is there
fucking
anyone
fire.
that's been? Is there anyone that's hurt still, right now?
Me, I'm down 11 hit points, but
Scratched.
I
But not-
rip out of my pack a bunch of stinking, smelly herbs and this putrescent smell of a greenish pus-looking stuff, and I slather it right into your wounds.
It is a texture that is quite new to you.
It is.
It's like pudding that's partially dried, so there's like hard bits in it.
And then I have this. I have these.
It's around your neck area and spine that is mostly damaged.
So that's where I'm writhing around, and it immediately has a numbing effect, and you regain.
1d6 plus. No, it was a. What was it again?
hope it's
So
worth
Using
1d6 plus 4, which plus your level, so that's going to be 1d6 plus 4 plus 4.
I feel great. I smell like shit.
You gain, sir, 14 hit points.
Yay.
So you're full.
So I'm full. Yeah. I was
With this turtle peg waterlogged, just rips some sort of rangel, slash you with it. And I mean, it's like almost like duct tape, I feel. As it quickly hardens, even though the rain is falling on you, it just goes around your neck and the base and the top part of your spine.
pumpkin pie.
It smells
about
like
to say-
pumpkin pie.
As the smell starts to whiff of your senses of like many different mixtures of herbs, almost like a grass house, a greenhouse kind of deal. It's usually something smell like pumpkin pie.
You're welcome.
It's
I've
never
never even had pumpkin pie
No,
before.
you don't
so
even know
didn't
what
have that one.
you don't even know what pumpkin is.
it's never done that before. It must be
Hello, earthquake.
oh yes.
That's earthquake.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
That's getting worse.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting for you
I
guys.
go, ah!
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Come on. Let's Captain Kirk.
Just don't lean
So
the
let's
wrong
keep
way.
going. We need to keep an eye on this.
Yeah, it's
Do
still
you want to
going.
pause it?
It's still going.
Yeah.
It's still going. I'm
Now
not.
it's an
No, it's getting
aftershock
worse.
from
It's
the.
getting worse.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
here we go.
Whoa.
Here we go.
This is what happens in
I
California.
haven't felt an earthquake in a long time.
Hey,
I know.
live
I didn't
capture.
feel one
Usually sleep
yesterday.
through
Live capture.
No,
Welcome
we
to
need keep
California.
an eye. We need to.
Yep. This is actually a
You're
long
really
rolling
stepping
one. This
up
is
your
far
game
away.
game, dude.
Oh.
This is from
Yeah.
the Central California.
Wow, it's been a while since I felt
This is what it felt like when I felt it on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So this is an aftershock of that
The
particular
4th of July
one.
one was
still
at least
going.
fast.
However,
I just
our
thought it
boom
was getting
camera
dizzy.
is flying all
I
around.
was like,
Yeah. Well, that was an earthquake.
If you
Yeah.
didn't know, we shoot in California.
Yes. Now,
Yes,
now
we're
we
in
know.
California, and now people are able to know exactly which day we recorded.
Yeah.
Not really. Do you know how many other earthquakes we have?
That's
True.
Oh my god. You're like,
It's
how,
still,
when
yeah,
was
we
the
gotta,
last earthquake?
I'm gonna
Now.
try and get that to calm
happening
down
now.
here.
It's still going. No,
Yeah,
it's,
it's
it's,
just-
No,
we got
I think
the-
it's
the
just
background.
boom.
No,
It's
it's over.
still
It just
going.
made us dizzy.
no, it's the S-Ways. It's still going. It's very, very slow.
No, I can
it's
feel it.
rolling.
Yeah.
It's still rolling.
Okay. Hey,
We're still here. We're
live
good.
play.
Suddenly, there's an earthquake at where you guys are.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I thought you meant there was an earthquake in the
Yeah, I
game.
know.
I was just like, well, that's weird. And then I felt it. I was like, oh,
No.
no, we're fine. It's
Yeah,
just
sorry,
in California.
sorry for that.
Just an earthquake.
For that tangent, but I'm like, that's an earthquake. I need to take.
Now this is DMing at a new level.
That's right. If the orcs are causing that, then we're in trouble.
So do we really want to
Yes.
This storm is way too
Wait, no,
dangerous.
wait,
Hit a
wait.
real
Lightning and
earthquake.
floods
guy
and
just got
earthquakes.
it.
Oh my! Lightning
Aaron,
and
let's
floods
bring it
and
back.
earthquakes.
Let's bring it back.
The big guy just got it. Okay, next.
So there's an
where
orc
we're-
walking up to us?
Yeah, he's still about 200 feet away, but he's just a big, swollen individual as he
Do you think we can get around this
just,
guy?
just
I do not think
lumbers
so.
over, maybe 50 feet of rest for the rest of the group.
Is he within
And just
150 feet now?
As he stops, well, he's about 250 feet, and he moved 50 feet forward, so he's about 200 feet away. As he just stops there and just takes one hand and just kind of.
Oh no!
I'll walk
Derek?
towards him.
No!
Derek,
It's okay, I got this.
As
I walk
one-
towards him.
You notice behind him.
Derek
I
is
thought I was-
drawing his
Behind
bow
him.
and nodding an arrow.
Perhaps he has useful
With your
information.
perception check, you notice that there's two archers behind him that are doing the same thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it time to
can we
roll
cast a
initiative?
spell or something?
What are you doing?
Darkness around me, and I step away from everybody.
So suddenly, okay, a big ball of black appears just from every orifice from your body.
I
as you
cast it
start
on my
out.
staff, not me,
Okay, thank you. That was my question.
because then I take my staff and I throw it like 5 feet over.
Where do you throw it?
Just 5 feet from me, stick it in the ground.
Okay.
So then I take cast it, stick it in the ground, step 5 feet over, so I'm still
So
in
you're
the
not in the
darkness,
center
but
of
I'm
it?
not in the direct
Okay, I see what you're doing.
Ah.
Got it. So you're trying. Got it. Okay. So
So it's
I walk
not
up
in
to
the
the
center
orc.
of the
as
darkness.
you walk up to the orc, 100 feet, and what are you?
We must stay
He's just
together.
still standing there, one arm hanging down as he's just looking you over. As you get closer and closer, you see Nordic tattooing
Oh.
across his arm, chest, face,
I
another
hate
arm.
fanatic.
What's
I
the
stop
range
50
on a
feet
short
from
bow?
him.
50 feet?
And then
I'm going to continue following him.
Check.
However, I'm only going to have my shield. I'm not going to have my sword.
Got
As
it. Marching behind him.
Eyes flickering yellow.
I'll continue behind Sparks.
83-20.
And-
Anything over 80 is long.
As they're walking forward, I'll take the staff, pull it out, hold the very end of it
Only 80 feet.
so that I'm not in the center.
I'll say
So
that.
you're
I thought it was a bit
Because
further.
I cast it on
Okay.
Yeah. As you just kind of stay from a distance in the back as this just half dome of blackness, which is an interesting look. So,
And they can't
Sparks
see
and
through it.
I want to call you Flan all the time. I'm sorry. What is your
Varian.
Varian, not Bowden.
Flying with
Varian.
berries.
I see who your favorite is.
But you're walking.
I'm not Bodum, I'm an Ek.
To a point, I'm behind them.
And
Varian.
what I get-
Watching forward, you see the Nordic tattooing across his face. Ugly mug, wide, swollen, one tusk, and the other one partially looks like a shattered or something like that. Boxer nose, mop hair on his ash gray skin, just like any other orcs that you've seen here. You notice that the boulder that he has a peg into it and wrapped around his arm also has that same Nordic style art chiseled into it. As his eyes go from you and looks up to Sparks, and he just grins.
So
How far away?
I hold Flan too. Because
So you're
he's
50 feet
holding
away.
this. And then
I stopped at 50 feet as well.
I say to him, like, first of all, I like your pet, but Mr. Orc, can you give us the people you took, and then we can leave you alone and go home, please?
Which language are you saying?
Common. I don't know Orc.
Yeah.
He just stares at you. This is when the rest of you are.
I'm walking forward now myself.
Do you know common?
As he begins to say, "No, yes, no, now much go, yes, no, come on." For those that do know more.
What did he say? Wait, do I get to know or do I'm gonna
Translate, please.
I'll say that you're in ear distance, all right?
meaning yeah, do they?
I seem to have lost my place.
He's poor.
Alright, so
By the way, as
He's
I'm,
saying these
Okay.
guys are foolhardy.
I'm going up as well, but I'm actually hanging back a little bit on the other side of Sunny's darkness.
I'm
So they don't even know that I'm there.
Make a stealth check.
I have to be
Sunny's
relatively close because I can't.
That's a natural 20!
Wow,
He's gone.
does it again?
Davros disappears.
So,
Before you continue, everyone,
and that was before we walked up. So.
of course, that's why I allowed you to do that kind of deal, okay? So, we'll do that in a moment. You hear, in a deep guttural voice, it just seems the Glasskins have come to see what we brought. Let's see how much of a retribution you bring to us. Children! Milkskins! Watch what a true, strong orc can see! This is your lesson for today. Lusha! Join me! Let's play. As the individual on the direwolf, just kind of leaning back, kicks the direwolf, and they both start to sunder forward. As the one on the chain with the chain rock starts to swing it.
I draw my sword.
Fight me!
My sword's coming
that a
in
yes?
as well.
As he
Now.
screams for roar and starts charging forward.
Okay, my sword's out. What did he call him? What
Grassbone.
Grassbone?
Grassbone.
I like that.
He called you Grassbones. And I pull out my sword and I call out in orc. I am not a Grassbone.
Okay. Everyone, we're gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna go get the map real quick.
Yay!
Move your stuff off the.
Roll for
initiative. Wow, this thing is really messing
Can
on
you grab
my
that?
ability to talk.
You're alright.
I got Dave initiative.
Pressing a cough each time I talk. It's
Hey, I got these in the
That
mission.
was your guys'.
Stand clear.
Clear, clear, clear.
You need templates.
Yes, and templates.
Thank you.
Levon, move your shit.
This is about as simple as a map as it gets.
Yep. Still
So-
a large surface
So
area.
the majority of the group is 50 feet from the big guy.
Where is big guy?
Hold on. As I get the amount of people.
And then you're slightly back and I'm right behind you.
Yeah, they're 50 feet. I'm 65 feet.
I feel like people are infringing on my character in this episode.
I think you can sue for that.
Even if I can't see in the magical darkness, I'm probably still.
Second box down.
You guys are going to really do want to use okay. Because I don't think really anyone else is going to be using blast templates. So that's a table.
Just me, I think, right?
Yeah.
We only have one person
Nobody
who
else
has
has
blast
area
templates.
attacks except you.
Yeah.
You have the entirety of the blast templates to yourself. Congratulations.
Well,
My magic bubble.
Need the orcs.
Magic bubble.
So, do we set our player? Do I set our stealth down first? Or do we
But
set the
I
orcs
asked
down?
so
No, I
nicely.
need to get orcs. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So we'll say they're right about here.
Oh, we're coming toward the water.
Yeah, you were going to. Well, you're in water, but it's hard to tell.
Right,
where
yeah,
rivers
yeah.
are.
We're
But-
toward this river here, right? Is
So hold on. He was about here. They're about here. You guys came from this direction,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and the rest of them, the ones were chanting, the two bowmen, and the one that seemed to have a heavier looking weapon. But he's not the main focus right now.
So count out 50 feet.
Move them another 10 feet forward, as they did walk away, separating themselves.
So like right in here.
Both of them.
We can't
Actually,
maybe do it.
the direwolf stays over there because he was a little farther away. So 50 feet,
This
and
way.
that's where you guys were.
Maybe we're like here.
Yeah, just because you don't want to be hanging off the edge too much.
Hanging on the edge.
Maybe like that. I'll be like right there.
It's magical darkness.
I know.
Okay.
He's aware of that. He's just feeling a little ballsy.
How big are the
So
bushes?
actually,
Are
they're
those
like-
natural size bushes? They're probably not much cover.
Okay. You set me.
Yeah,
set me
I'm going to stand just a little bit away from you guys.
We've got all the fighters up front and those spellcasters in the back.
I'd be moving up front. Yep, as well, but
And
And then to the moment.
I think we still need Derek, right?
Yeah.
Kind of works. I'm actually
Where
taller
do
than
you
everyone
want
in
me
the
to-
group.
Behind the bush.
Behind the bush.
Well, not all the way behind the
Character-wise, I'm
bush.
actually taller than everyone. in
I
the
don't
group.
think the bush is good enough cover anyway, but
Mr. Probably like 7 foot,
Me?
early 6 foot.
actually on the other side of the
Or
bush.
they're not,
Accurate.
I'm fine.
One square backwards.
Where are the direwolves?
That'll
I
do.
need the character to be a little bit taller though.
Yep.
Like 100,
Good.
100, another 1%. 2% maybe.
If you want for the future, I can make you mounted orcs and direwolves.
I would love
I
to
don't think
have
we need
that in the future, but for some reason I can't seem to
Let's
find my
not.
direwolves.
Wow, they just
That's
steal
fine. That's okay. We can forget about the
Calm
direwolves.
down.
They died to the tangleweed.
Haven't we
All of
already?
a sudden, the direwolves fall in a gigantic river and drown.
One of them.
Tangleweed.
One of them already did, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Was that a strangling weed or tangleweed?
Is strangleweed,
Strangleweed, yeah.
which
Strangleweed.
is unusual. Now thinking about it, we don't grow. Sorry, that was a terrible statement.
We don't grow.
Seaweed don't grow in fresh water.
Yeah.
So
Strain.
everyone roll initiative. Make sure you have it.
Nothing about this is natural.
dun, dun, dun. Now initiative is not an ability check, right? So I don't.
It is.
Oh no! I roll a disadvantage.
Yep.
Freaking A!
I mean, it's better than some of the other things you've had to roll for.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so much better. I can actually see now. You gotta love extra cameras. So, 20 to 25.
So wait, we have the same.
Crickets.
Okay. 20 to 15.
19.
17.
Okay, hold on. Davros.
I didn't notice the 2 cameras out.
Yeah, the 17. And you said,
17.
sorry, 19.
Yeah, I was at 19.
Sorry, 17, and both of you
We
have
both have
20.
17.
You both have 24 decks.
Yeah.
Roll off, see who's higher.
We both have 20 decks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise you can't see.
This will be interesting.
Nat 20.
7.1.
Of course.
It's getting
Of
big.
course.
Hazel.
Why do you waste that now?
Hazel is always
You
trying
can
to
use
show
that
me.
later.
Spelling
Just
again.
like
Derek?
Derek.
At any rate, I'll take care of the big guy.
Sure you will.
Well, I mean, he can at least keep him occupied while we
15 to
while
10.
we deal
10.
with the others.
Oh boy.
14.
14.
What are you setting up?
7. I said I could David roll.
I need to see the range here.
What did you roll?
Are you before or after me?
Yes.
Wow, this is not going to go well.
Move 5
David roll.
What did you roll?
A 5 and +2.
80 is my max range.
Spell your name again.
Berian.
Berian.
Don't worry, you're level 12.
You're a
Yeah.
turtle.
10 to 5.
7.
Noted.
Damn turtle.
Well, they are slow.
Yeah.
Not slow.
Let them talk.
He actually has a decent text.
I'm rolling at disadvantage, so that's what.
I actually prefer to go a little bit in the back just to see what you guys are going to do so I know which spells to waste.
All of them.
Waste them all.
I kind of don't want to go first because I want them to move forward.
Okay. And what's
4.
yours?
Well, it'd be nice if we weren't.
4.
So 7
Other than
and
that,
4.
4.
For
4.
Ek, because that's a nasty number. Ek. And Sunny 8.
7.
Yes. Okay, and battle. Okay. As this lumbering, hulking muscle orc of muscle mass just lumbers forward and charges forward. I'm going to say move him as he did do that as everything started.
Is that the one closest to us?
Yes, he's going to move 20 feet forward as he's aggressive.
So 5, 15, 20. One more.
It is not difficult terrain right now, as a lot of the water has drained away over the time really fast, because the water here has to be fast. It is like a super current here. So, Devros,
Did you hit battle music or?
this is part of the battle music.
Yeah, okay. It's just low, so it's all.
It's just doing the morning music before.
That's
Devros,
true. Yeah, I
seeing
was
this
doing that.
happen, not knowing what it seems to be going on, but you see that there's several people behind the big lumbering creatures. One of them is going at an undead creature by himself, and this undead creature hurls up leeches on this creature as he howls in pain and continues forward and just quickly takes over and starts beating him in the head with just this giant spiked maul. And as the others one of them is watching, and the other 2 archers just have their arrows drawn, but not pointed towards you, just
that-
drawn and on the ground.
Is that this one doing that?
While this one's having to fight with the undead creature, these guys are just staying in the background, not doing much. As there's this big hulking mass just charging you with a big boulder on a chain.
It happens.
Yeah. So what do you do? And where are you, Mayas?
I'm over here. I've been hanging out with Sunny over in the back. So what I'm gonna do, since I can't actually see through the magical darkness, I am going to kind of like skirt the edge of the darkness, just keeping like, can I see a little, and just go around the edge of it until I'm right next to Hazel and right behind Sparks and this plant.
Okay.
Staying in stealth, and I have one of my daggers, and I'm holding my action to throw it until this guy gets a little closer.
30 feet, right?
20?
20
20,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's at 35.
Noted. Okay, and I'm going to use your
Just that.
natural 20 for the stealth that you did.
Okay.
Hazel, it is your turn.
You can do it.
Let's. I don't want to deal with that guy. I don't wanna.
He's about 8'7" and just muscle, and he's almost as wide as Sparks.
No, it's only a foot taller than me. Okay.
Yeah,
He's like 3 feet taller than me.
Wow.
We will let Sparks take care of
he
him.
is a menacing piece of meat.
I don't want to deal with him. I'm gonna go like kind of over here.
Okay.
And so, 5, 10,
Derek, you're on deck.
Yep.
5, 35,
Sparks, you're after that.
40. I'm gonna stay. Like, I don't want to go too far away from the
5
group.
seconds.
I'm scared.
4 seconds.
I'm just gonna go
3
there.
seconds. Make a
I can't-
dexterity saving throw.
What?
That is a 24.
24. Okay. As you're running through, you stop just in time as your foot thunk, just goes about a foot deeper there.
Whoa.
There's holes, guys.
It's probably not holes per se.
I'm gonna put a token right in front of you.
Yep.
There? Or like
That,
which in front?
The way you were running.
The middle one. Right about there. We'll say that's good.
Cool.
Aha.
As
They-
there's
they
certain
wanted us to
spots
charge.
that are just, deeper than others.
Enough to
So
screw up,
anything
right?
else?
Not to break a leg.
I'm
It's
just
not too
gonna
deep,
hold.
but it would have, really impacted you if you fell into it. It would have taken you.
I'd like to hold my action for if anything comes close to be able to hit it.
Very well. You hold your action. Derek.
Firing arrow. Main
Okay.
target.
Roll and attack.
Wow. That was a big one.
24.
7.1.
Yes. I'm assuming the guy with the boulder, the big bruiser guy.
The guy that's closest
Same,
to us,
same
yes.
place.
Okay.
It's getting worse.
It does.
Same spot.
Okay. That makes sense.
9 points
This
of
is
piercing
smaller.
damage.
Okay.
Significantly smaller. It's
You know what I'm saying, right?
And is there any way that I can hide using my bonus action?
Well, you tell me. You see darkness bubble behind you. You see a couple of shrubs.
He's over there.
He's right
That's
there.
true.
He's got a good line of sight on
Concealment.
everybody.
Bonus
You
action.
don't- Yeah, but you have to kind of break the line of sight, and you don't really have a way of doing that.
And-
You have a couple of shrubs. You can try hiding behind the shrub if you want. As you release the arrow, and it goes into his thick hide of the skin, as he just looks over, as he just and he starts swinging with his right hand, just over in a loop, the rock on the chain.
Which one? This guy?
The bruiser guy.
big guy.
The one on the mount hasn't really said much, but seems to be readying his spear.
Of course. That's about all
So
I can do then.
you can attempt to hide. Going to roll stealth.
Well, if there's a way to do it, I will try. If not, I guess it
I
doesn't
mean, there's a
matter.
little bit of shrub that is like it's about 4 inches off the ground with a bunch of thick vines to the floor.
16.
16. Okay, you attempt to hide as best as you can. You don't know if you're hiding from him or not, but he's looking in your
We'll
direction.
find out in the
Yeah,
next
you'll find
chapter.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks.
Ah,
Just kind of crouching behind the bush as much as
all right.
I can. But
Well, as he starts flailing his or swinging his giant rock,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I hear him roar, I would draw my sword, and then this massive metal machine with his eyes kind of flickering between yellow and red, is slowly marching forward with his shield up.
Uh-oh.
Actually, right here is where he is. Because technically, he's in that square.
He's in 4 squares now.
Well, he's still a medium creature.
So which square is he in?
I'm going off of his forward square.
Okay, that's good. Works.
Okay.
That's fine. Are you within range?
Yes, I am.
Okay. As you get into range, the flow, and then suddenly goes about 10 feet farther than it normally is, and tries to go underneath you and towards your chin.
Roll the hit.
I am.
You're ballsy.
19.
No.
No. As you deflect it with your heavy shield, he quickly retracts it back as he continues the momentum of the boulder and takes it onto his left hand and wraps it around once, twice, 3 times to have it go all the way to his hand so that he's ready to basically just beat you with a rock. What do you do?
He attacked me. No, I attack him.
Yes, you do.
And that is going to be a 19.
19. That hits. Roll your damage.
Where's my 8s? Oh, they are. 4.
With an additional d4 because of what you are.
Yep.
Varian, you're up next. Be ready.
There's going to be 13 points of slashing.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Action Surge.
Okay.
Second attack. Ugh. 13.
13 does not hit. As you pierce his hide and stab it into his thick belly, and with each jagged corner of your blade that goes in and further, it gets about halfway stuck, and you slam it with your shield to get it even further. As you scream, "Ah!" You pull it and bring it around and try to bring it down onto his head, and he just brings the rock up and deflects it. What are you doing?
That's all I got.
Okay. Miriam.
Okay, so I'm worried about the squishy girl because she gets hurt, so I'm gonna move up next to her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Flan's gonna focus his anger on the big guy though, and then I'm gonna use my angry dirt attack, and I'm gonna grab some of those pebbles out of my pocket and throw it at him. I texted you what the attack was.
I did not receive a text. Did you do Facebook Messenger? Because I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Okay.
You have to text me.
Okay. I'll text you what the attack.
Okay.
So 16 hit.
Does not.
All right, you see the pebbles
So
just
I-
fly past his head. There.
So as the pebbles go from your hand, and just as you just look at it and just smile, they just soof off your hands as a quite literally twist in the air. One of them hits his cheek and just off his thick hide, not doing any damage. As the second one just whizzed past his head.
And that's it.
Okay, and then now his turn.
I
Actually,
think you need to use your bigger rock.
you hear it.
Just saying.
Yes, go! As the direwolf basically charge.
It's called charge. It's called for charge.
50 feet of movement around in this direction.
Excellent.
Towards who?
Around towards there.
Around towards here. 50 feet of movement, count it out.
So let's see. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40,
50.
50. There.
Instead of doing a big U-turn kind of deal, okay, so
Just gonna go straight from there.
yeah,
Okay, so 5,
he can go. He can go
30.
over.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
And it takes an attack of opportunity.
And take him with him.
Sure.
Do not leave the area within him. Real quick. There you go. As I'm not controlling the miniature, so
And they fall into a hole.
no, because they know the terrain.
Of course they do.
Yes, they do. And then suddenly you see Sparks. You see two paws jump off this bruiser, as this bruiser type just quite literally and almost takes like an attack of opportunity on him, but just get the fuck away from me. As this direwolf uses his as a platform, as you just see a maul of a direwolf and a spear.
Shield up.
As this loud guttural scream.
That used big guy's reaction, right? Did that use the big guy's reaction by
No,
any chance?
because it was story.
Nice
flavor
try.
You know,
It's flavor text.
So
Try.
what he is
can't
doing,
hurt asking.
Good nerd.
he's rolling a disadvantage for something. But as he goes in for a spear, this thick, jagged piece of what looks like a dark stone. +5, okay. So 21.
Just hits.
Okay.
And I don't have anything for that, unfortunately, because I'm on level 4.
Level 4. Level 4.
I still have all my stuff.
That is better than level 3.
It is.
Plus.
25%.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14 points of piercing damage as you're pierced through your right shoulder. As the maul tries to grab down with advantage to his pack tactic. Let me just make sure. Yep, he does have that. Ooh, natural 19 +5.
That hits.
Yeah. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save.
That is going to be a 22.
22. You are not knocked prone as the teeth just serrate your right arm, your swinging arm with your sword, as the teeth just dig in and try to rip everything off, including your arm and shoulder. You take 4 for battle cry. 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And he's going to continue. Actually, no, they're going to. No, it's going to stay there for now. Actually, change my mind. It's going to continue straight with its remaining movement.
Wow. Charging through, huh?
Yep.
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity.
Yay. Up.
What are you going for? Direwolf or the person?
I'm gonna go for the person.
Okay. Roll.
17.
17 does not hit. As you strike his back where the fur is, sparks fly off the fur. As his fur seems to take it and disperse a lot of the energy.
Magical.
No, just very thick hide.
I don't like that.
Metal hide.
Those are both your brands today.
And now the Bruiser's turn. I got your text. I'll read that in a moment. As you hear, and then suddenly, as the Bruiser is going to attempt to hit you and back off 5 feet.
Okay.
So back him up 5 feet.
That's me to attack of opportunity.
No,
no.
use your reaction.
No, that's right.
With a natural 2, it goes wide. He just swings once but doesn't get far enough, and then he goes for a second swing. Much better. 24 without modifiers.
It's ow.
Because he seems to be pumped up from his other comrade, as his comrade did something to him.
Of course.
What am I doing? I'm doing damage now.
I'd rather be hitting me than anyone else.
You can only say that for so long.
You're not gonna like me. Okay.
We already don't. Don't worry.
19.
You're the DM. We're not supposed to like you.
22 points of bludgeoning damage as this massive boulder just slams into 22 points of bludgeoning damage. As he swings it once, missing you, and swings it again, and just slams you on your other side of the shoulder, the one that has not been shredded. Your other side just get crunched in. Are you still up?
So I'm going to try and block that with my shield. However, I'm going to get knocked on my ass.
Okay.
And I'm
as
not
you
gonna
bring
start-
up your shield, bring it up so that you can take the force of it. It just glances off as your shield and it go into your shoulder, and you just go down.
Okay.
So you deflected all that damage?
He used the shield to deflect it, yes.
Sonny, it is your turn.
I like that.
Real quick, actually, once the wolf got into my range, because he is just into my range, I'm letting the dagger loose.
Go right ahead.
And since on a nat 20 stealth, do I get advantage on that?
You do.
Cool. I like the sound
So
of
are you
the
going
words
for
you
the
just said.
direwolf, or are you going for the guy on the direwolf?
So that's going to be a 23.
Okay, but
For the direwolf or guy on the direwolf?
What's your target?
I'm going for the wolf itself.
Okay. You hit the wolf.
So that is... Wait. Yeah, it's only 2. Sneak attack's only 2d6 though.
Yes. For level 4s for yourself?
Yep. So that's got... Be...
Sorry about that, everyone. I know that's terrible to sound.
That's going to be 15 points of piercing damage with the
Nice.
dagger.
15 points of piercing.
Very
damage.
nice.
So
Ouch.
just using those sounds.
So
works.
that flew right over my shoulder, didn't it?
Yep. Felt the wind of that thing.
And you don't see the dagger, you just see the dagger appear and go through the direwolf's neck as blood just, as the wolf, but still
Oh, that thing's
continues.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh boy! But
It's
it went
hurt
So the dagger isn't lodged in his neck; it went through.
It only got to the point where actually it quite literally slit its throat from a distance.
Damn, that means that the dagger's over there somewhere. That was a gift, Tim.
As you hear sploosh on the other side.
We'll find it later, maybe.
It's somewhere in the mud.
There is no mud.
All right, yeah. It's somewhere on the rocks. It'll be easier to find.
Sunny.
It's just gonna plant my staff right there real quick.
Okay.
Step to here.
I'll say that's a free action just to do that.
Yeah. It's just,
Easy enough to do.
how bad does Direwolf look?
It looks hurt, but not at death's door yet.
Okay, so the orc over there, the big one, and this guy, I'm gonna twin spell blindness on the orc and this
And
guy.
that's what saving throw?
Constitution of
Orc and the direwolf?
Yeah, the bruiser and the.
Oh, nice.
That's a natural 1.
Yeah!
And for the one on the direwolf, natural 19.
No, it was
Did
the
you turn
dire
around
wolf,
back
I
there?
think.
Oh, direwolf?
Yeah.
The wolf itself.
Okay, so that means natural 19 went to the wolf.
Yeah.
The bruiser got the natural 1. So
Bruiser's blind.
as bits of shadow come from the actual orb itself, and like almost like 1,000 bits of mist.
Thank you. There
Yeah,
you
turn
go.
that back on.
Thank you.
As almost like a flies made of mist suddenly tear into 2 segments and go for the wolf and the bruiser. Sparks, you're unconscious. And you see the bruiser eyes, even though he's swinging it,
Yes.
as his eyes just go dark. As he just swings it faster and faster.
He's gonna helicopter up.
Sparks is currently on the ground he's very sparky right now. Eyes are flickering between blue, yellow, and red.
He is half submerged into the water.
Just with my
Oh,
shield
I
embedded in
thought
my
the water
chest.
was gone. I thought the water was gone.
The water is still there, but it's not enough to impede your movement.
Literally just my shield
As
embedded
a
in my
bonus
chest.
action, I will convert a second level spell into 2 points.
Got it. A second level spell. Got it.
Good lord. As I was grabbing my sword, I look over and watch the whoosh. Oh, I so wanted to take the legs off of that thing. And I pull out a wad of. Does this even work? Oh,
Metal
God.
You bring out your med kit and just kind of look at this automaton.
Just literally just sitting there.
God, and I start putting where the shield and stuff
Make an
is.
intelligence check.
Jeez,
As this is not something that is normal. As you start going through his body,
and of course,
looking at
intelligence is my strength.
Great!
Wait a minute. Is this an ability check?
Fucking
Strength is
cogs.
my strength.
Fuck!
Ah!
Crazy.
He's exhausted.
Good lord.
Well, he just had
Just
metal
shove it in every crevice. Just shove it in every crevice. Come on.
Sorry?
Look at slash, slash.
put it right there.
Smack.
Behind
Man, I rolled one good one and then one,
The one that's
okay, not so good. All
fighting the undead.
Oh, great.
right, intelligence, and I get no bonus on intelligence, so I have at disadvantage a 6.
You just go onto him and you're ready to ditch it at this point because you have no idea if this is going to fucking work on an automaton. You don't even know where to put it. You don't even know if it has skin.
Fine. So
Does it
did
have a
I
heart?
Did I just blow my?
Does it have a soul?
Did I just blow my action?
No, you're just looking at this. I'll say you blew a bonus action.
Oh, good.
Oh, so I can't even rage.
Well, you can use your action if you want to rage, or you can swing your sword.
All right, I'm gonna swing my sword at the.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna,
hastily put it away. Be nice. You draw your butcher's great sword, and you just start to swing
again,
it
it's
around.
it's a great sword that has a spade on the bottom of it, end of it, so it looks like a can opener or like a clamshell opener.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's
Might be
nasty.
appropriate.
It's a nasty looking sword. And, heavily beaten too. It looks like it's taken some hits.
And
As
I'm
you
going to-
charge forward.
And now I'm actually sitting. I'm next to the direwolf. I'm taking the direwolf legs out.
Okay.
I'm going to sweep those.
Staying
legs.
away from the crazy boulder swinging blind man. You charge the direwolf. Faster than what most people expect for a giant turtle. You take your greatsword out and you swing wide. Roll your attack.
I don't have a disadvantage for this, right?
No.
Okay.
This is not an ability. check.
Unfortunately, I'm
This is
not
an attack
raging right now, so.
roll. You can still do reckless.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
If I remember correctly,
You know what?
it does
Yes, I
not
can.
need,
You're right. So
yeah.
I'm gonna do reckless.
Just reckless. They have advantage on you next turn.
Yes, but I don't think you have to be raging.
No.
Anybody can do it. It's a barbarian.
Just gonna hurt.
Barbarian thing.
That one is cocked.
That's
Nat
better.
20.
Oh, baby.
So
We needed that.
yes, you hit. Twice the die, or twice the number of
I'm
dice.
doing twice the number of dice because
Okay.
I'm rolling d12s. I'm not going to twice the die because I can get 2 1s.
Huh? And then you
So-
add your ability modifier, which is going to be a +4.
Yeah, +4. It's not a +6 because I'm not raging. So it's going to be 2d12 plus 4.
Excuse me.
2d12 plus 4.
No, it's cocked.
Yeah.
Better.
17, 21.
That was pretty good.
21 points of damage on that guy.
Grr. Way to rage.
As you gore its front paw and back right paw, it quietly you hear as you rip and tear tendons as it gets down to the floor. Lucky fucker. Natural 19 for a Constitution save did not fall while running while getting hit with your legs like that. As it skids through the floor and it gets back up, it's limping but still continuing to move forward. It as will just buckets of blood just falling out of its upper torso. It's fucked up.
Okay, well, at least it won't be able to charge as fast.
Davros.
Sorry, dude. Couldn't help it.
This is part of the story of, certain situations like, yes, you can heal humans and humanoids.
Yes.
But not tin cans.
That's my name.
Really, honestly, Nick, I'm just really worried about this wolf. I really think we need to put him out of his misery. So I'm gonna shoot over here. I'm gonna shoot over
It's gonna be
here.
okay. It's gonna be okay.
How gracious of you.
And since he is within 5 feet of an ally, I will still get the sneak attack. And
Yes.
do I?
You do not have advantage.
I was gonna say I would have advantage if I went around and flanked him,
Yes, you would.
which I'm gonna do because I still have enough movement.
Okay.
He was only 20 feet away from me, and
and you have 30 feet?
30. Yeah.
Okay, so
you
he's
climb
just
that on top.
Yeah, that guy's just on top. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
on
go.
top,
I'm
so
gonna go around,
Just
flank
put him
him,
near the direwolf for...
Near his ass.
We know he's on him, okay?
and I'm gonna finish off this wolf.
Please.
We sure hope.
That's gonna be another 23 to hit, actually.
Okay, he has 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
Oh baby.
No matter what you do, you're gonna kill him.
Can I
What would you
roll?
like to do?
Can I roll just to see?
Sure, go right ahead.
It would have been alright.
Roll
yeah.
C overkill.
Yeah. It was a 2
Kill
damage.
atrocity.
And then the direwolf rears up and lands on top of the orc.
So how
Yes.
much damage?
What?
How much damage did you do?
I don't think you'd have to get that.
Oh, what? Wait, 2, 3, 4 was 7. No, it was 9. So I did 14 points of damage to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you like to do this?
I'm just gonna basically shoot, like, kind of almost slide in the dirt as, like, he's trying to chomp at me because I'm going right in front of his maw, and I'm just gonna slide in the dirt, turn around, and put the sword just, like, through his head while his jaw is still open. Just
As you slide underneath his jaw, as he tries to snap at you, you just hold your blade up as it just slits that throat even a little further. As you get up, the blade doesn't fully leave the skin yet. As you just push your entire weight into his skull, as you hear the penetration of several layers of the different layers of the skull.
That's teamwork, Davros.
Yeah. No sound as you just, and then you pull out, as the body falls.
but the guy on top is still alive.
Yes, the guy
So
on
let's
top is
fuck
up.
Does he have to make a dex check?
Or is he down?
At this point, the direwolf wasn't running full speed. It did its movement, but it didn't dash.
Oh.
So the guy's just up on top of the body.
And he's also blinded, I believe.
No,
No,
that's the other guy.
Gotcha.
Speaking of which,
The bad guy.
put this on.
They're all dead.
Put this on the bruiser.
He's got a nice little hammer to put it on, too.
Just one round.
Hazel,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Now you get advantage.
Yep.
Because he's blind.
Yeah.
You have monk movement, so you can get there easily.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go behind this guy. And
I'm gonna hit him with my bow staff.
Okay. Roll with advantage because he's blinded. As you quickly just dive underneath his flailing movements, 10 feet around him, he's just swinging around. You go underneath it and just do matrix underneath the boulder. Move forward.
Does a 25 hit?
Just a little. Roll damage.
Minus his dex.
That is 9. Yeah, a 9. For damage.
9 total for damage? Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do flurry of blows because
Okay.
why not?
Roll your 2 attacks then.
Are they also at advantage?
Also at advantage because he's blind. Yes.
Okay. The gold will be.
Surprisingly, he does not have blind sight.
So that was a 9. For fuck's sake. Okay, that is an 18, and a 9 plus 7 is 16.
19 and 16
Yes.
to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, 19
Or
hits.
18 and 16.
18 hits.
Okay.
Roll 1 damage. With your unarmed strike, which is going to be a d4,
Yeah.
plus your dexterity.
Yeah. 9.
Wow, that was a
Max
hell of a
damage.
punch.
Max damage.
Yeah.
That lady's got.
So with a quick jab of the of your bow staff into its upper part of its chest, as you hear, as his chest cavity quite literally concaves a tiny little bit as it bows with it. You use that moment to jump up as he falls back, and do a quick, heavy punch in that same spot that you just hit to make it even collapse even further as you hear it pop, pop, pop
Ouch.
in his chest cavity.
Awesome.
I think you just dislocated some ribs.
Good. He deserves it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and like get a little bit away
Okay,
with the rest of my movement.
so you left his okay.
Yeah.
But he can't see.
He's going to make an attack of opportunity.
Go for it, my dude.
At disadvantage, of course.
Wait, aren't you mobile?
Yeah.
She's mobile.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm
So
well
he
too.
hits the dirt.
Yeah. He attempts to strike you as he brings back with an incredible amount of speed and dexterity. He swings his boulder back, captures the boulder in his hand, and swings it down in a 10-foot line to try to hit you, but you're mobile. He doesn't reuse his reaction. He doesn't get to, but you know, it's just him flailing about.
Try me, bitch.
Derek.
All right. Firing an arrow at the rider of the orc.
Okay. Not advantage.
Okay.
Not with him.
Even though there's an ally on him?
No, you don't get advantage because there's an ally on him. You get sneak attack because there's an ally.
Ah. I should play rogue so I know these rules.
Yeah.
So roll once.
10.
As you
Arrow goes
release, looking down at Ak and Davros and just growling, and quite literally, I will flay you alive and use your spine as a belt. He brings up his shield. No, he doesn't have a shield.
He brings up his arm.
No, he brings up.
I forgot
his,
it all.
He brings his. He just. He sees the arrow and just turns his shoulder so that the pelt is facing it, and just hits the pelt and just bounces off.
Okay, when he makes the comment about using my spine as a belt.
Well, you don't
You can't
understand what he
understand.
You
said.
don't know what he
Oh,
said,
he-
but you heard that.
It's
Oh,
Orcish.
okay.
I know what he
So
said.
you know what he said, but I just very calmly go, "Sir, I do not speak Orcish." I just right to his face, very casually. Just,
Stop speaking gibberish!
And he said he
Just
says
to be a dick, I say it in Auckland.
he says he loves you and wants to do strange things to you.
just to be a dick, we're talking in Auckland now. Just,
Alright, on that note, make a death
I
saving
don't
throw,
feel
please.
about him that way.
So, anyways, as this is all going on, Sparks got his ass handed to him by a dire wolf and a rock on a piece of chain. He's currently laying down on the ground with his shield embedded in his chest, just kind of jittering some, with sparks kind of going out of
Sparks spewing all over.
my sparks is sparking, with his eyes are just kind of changing colors.
Make a death saving throw, please.
Womp womp. That was a very good one.
14?
Yes.
Mark one
Plus
success.
5, 19.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
you don't
Straight up.
add. It's just straight up.
Straight up.
I want to try
one
something
success.
else next round.
Variant.
Because you're evil.
No, the threats away.
I'm gonna try that angry dirt attack again.
Blindness, payroll?
Against which guy?
Not blindness.
Oh, never mind. Got it.
Against the blind guy though.
So at
So I
advantage.
take some more pebbles out and throw them at his face. And a
Oh, yeah.
16 plus 6, 24.
Hits.
No,
Roll your
22.
damage.
22, but
Okay,
that's
22.
Still more
Hits
than
even
19.
more.
With my bonus action,
Still more than 19
again.
Roll your stuff.
He also 7 points, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Why?
Because sometimes my angry attacks also spit out them a little bit. Suffusion.
Ah, okay. Very well. So he takes what damage? I'm sorry.
Just 7.
7.
Didn't roll very good.
Sorry, you missed that.
17 for the stealth.
And dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 16, not 19. Sorry.
16. Okay, and nothing.
Yeah. So and then he has a +2. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay. As these two pebbles just hit his skin, explode, and this layer of dust on its body suddenly starts to boil up and then melt off.
It works.
As you as you start clawing at it.
I'm like a
That's fucking scary.
yeah.
That's
Angry
it.
dirt.
Okay, that is something you do not see every time.
And then I let Flan down and start swinging him. With a
I'm
nice
gonna
big
have
smile.
him.
Not a meat smile.
Yeah,
Which guy?
it's gonna be the mounted first. He's gonna. I'm gonna have him make a acrobatics check. Yeah, he's fine. He's gonna roll off to the side,
Which way?
to the left of me. Yeah, towards Davros. And
No, no, no.
as he goes towards you,
Really
at the.
It'd be really funny if he does. I'm just gonna keep
Shape
talking.
thing. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We're not gonna-
Just had to double check and roll through
If
it.
he gets that enter, he still has a chance to hit.
Not advantage, but
Shape thing.
16. So that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21.
21 does hit.
Okay, and a sorry,
Damn, that rock is
14.
nasty too.
14 does not.
Okay, you parry one out of the way, but as unfortunately he takes out his long blade. Yeah, it's a brush. Sorry. That looks like it's one-sided and looks like it's just a hammered out piece of metal that's crudely built. As he comes over and uses the very tip of it that has a hook on it. As you parry the first one, grabs your hilt and you pushes forward.
Oh boy, that's not fun.
And uses entire weight of this 8-foot muscle-bearing orc just
Okay.
right into you.
How much damage is that?
8 points of slashing damage. Not that bad right now. Yep.
Is that his turn?
And he's gonna back off.
Sweet.
Yep. So for another 20 feet.
Time for opportunity.
Attack of opportunity.
Come on.
No, 12 to hit.
12. As you go to try to swing for him, he's already gone.
My arm's still
As
throbbing a little.
he moves fast.
I don't like that he moves fast. That's rude of him. He should go back and die.
The Boulder Man, I need him to make at the end of his turn, right? Okay, never mind. He's gonna make an intelligence check to see, actually a perception check to see that's laughable. To see if he can find where he's going, and he's moving. Actually, he's moving towards Hazel just by random chance. I rolled a directional die because I rolled shit on perception. Yeah.
Hazel's
This
the
is
other
the
one.
other one.
No,
No,
I'm
Hazel's
red.
blue.
Towards
I'm
you.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So he's running
that's just
straight towards Hazel as he's swinging the boulder.
you are just
At disadvantage, of
so
course.
we can't run them straight in on this shit.
So that's a natural 3. First one hits.
Beautiful.
Second one.
Come on, miss it.
Level 1's 11 plus So 16?
No!
Yay.
Nice.
She saw it coming.
As you start moving out of the way, the first one, easy.
Take back now,
It's not
Rob.
even close to you. As he brings down the second one, by random chance, you have to take 2 steps to the left as the boulder and a Constitution saving throw at the end of his turn.
Oh, for the blindness.
I would really like it if he could stay blinded.
15 is my number.
Then he is no longer blind as the shadow just melts away on his face. And he just smiles. As he just licks his face that has blood just starting to bleed from his lip in a little bit.
Of course.
Funny seeing you out here. It's almost like you were over there a minute ago.
Move him around Hazel to the other side. Now that he can. Oh, wait, no, at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then he would have just charged through.
Charge through an enemy.
No, but he was blind and he is.
And he
Do you want to impede him or do you want to let him through?
Would impeding mean attack
You
of
would have to
opportunity?
basically stop an 8-foot,
Strength stay.
500-pound orc.
Strength check.
And he'd have
Oh,
to
I
not trip.
actually just realized.
Yeah, that too.
What?
Because he'd still be
With-
blind at that point.
Flurry of blows. We forgot about.
You
we're
forgot
not
about
following
that, and you need to
effects.
remember that. That's too late, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's so fun playing with
How about
character
this?
and taking
Make an
fun.
acrobatics check, and I'm gonna make an athletics check. At disadvantage because he was blind at that point. So the lower level 13 plus 5, so 18.
Damn it.
Okay, you just get out of the way as he charges forward. Unfortunately, you weren't able to trip him.
Yeah, that was a 10 on
This
my
was
end.
basically getting out of the
I
way of
rolled
a
a
truck
3.
that was bearing through at this point.
You weren't able to hook his foot. He tried.
Sunny, it is your turn.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just going with this.
interact with my staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to say it's an entire bonus action to pick it up and put it back down.
That's fine. And out of the darkness, bells fly out towards that guy, and they start ringing around his head. He needs to make a wisdom save. They're bells of mist. and
Well,
black.
guess what? That's his strong suit, okay? He rolled an 8.
bruiser is
Sorry, he rolled a 3, so that's a 2.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Total dead.
Is that total dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And this isn't at the bruiser, right? See, that guy hasn't taken damage.
Bruiser.
Oh, the bruiser, never mind.
That's why I had to move, because the idiot moved back.
With Shadow Bell.
I mean, both idiots moved back.
Dum, his head shakes. As blood just starts to pour out of his eyes and ears and mouth, and a bit of all the cuts and bruises across his
That's
entire
pretty.
head. And he's just, yeah, he's screaming. Ek, it is your turn.
It's not gonna be the day. I'm right there, so I'm gonna go back over. I see Sparks sitting there sparking and realize the shield is sticking in him. That's not right. I am going to I'm going to stabilize using my kit to stabilize.
Yes,
And I'm
but
going
this
to
is a
use-
non-organic.
I'm going to
person.
use my sword and pry it into the shield and try and pop it out like a freaking can opener.
Make an intelligence check. Make a medicine check, okay? Because you never ran into one of these entities before. You don't know how to repair it / heal it.
Well, I can see that it's stuck in something's right
Yes.
wrong, so I'm going to try and.
Just because there's a piece of shrapnel in someone's fucking head doesn't mean you know how to
Does
take
it
it
mean
out
you
and
should
have it
pull it
function
out?
again.
It's easy. You know,
It's not supposed to be there. Pull it out.
That's not supposed
Oh, wait a
to be
minute.
there.
I have to make an intelligence check, and I'm still exhausted.
Yes, you are.
Stop hoping.
I haven't heard him.
Hey, if you do good,
Yeah.
you'll have the title pulled
Not
up.
that you're aware.
Yes. What's that scene? Don't help me.
Yeah.
First off, the first roll was an at 20. With a disadvantage, I still got a. It was just a.
It's a +0 for you.
Oh, it's +0. Okay, 14.
Okay.
That's good enough.
It's pretty good for someone
I
who
will
knows nothing
say-
about Warforged.
After taking a moment and stopping and just looking at him, with the bent plating You notice that the other part, downward on lower part of his torso, it is lifted up. And you can see underneath him and into him. As you see microfibers made out of some sort of wood material, just twisted. As you lift it up and find that he's in a giant shell. Just like you. And you see...
I want to be Spock right now and go, fascinating.
You see his inner working components is very similar to like humanoids, but replaced with wood. Thin pieces of metal and this rubbery substance across his entire undercarriage of the body.
So that seems to be the organic part of him.
And as far as you can tell, as you bring out your kit, you think you can do this.
Yeah. And it goes from pushing in there and then pushing in there
As
and then
you
trying to
start
close up
opening them up
close up the parts after I
Well, yeah,
shove
of
them
course, but this is going to be part of the process. The
Mhm.
entire turn is going to be taking the parts off and wrapping up the damaged parts.
Okay.
So, how much does he heal?
Well, here's the thing.
As you use a second part.
I did. I'm marking it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is whether this counts as a stabilization. I assume you have to stabilize first before you
If
can
you
heal.
want,
or you can
I'll
heal
let
straight
you
up.
now that you've figured it out.
Or do you heal straight up?
You can heal straight up, and this is you return him to 1 hit point. Sorry, you're right.
Right. There's a stabilized to 1 hit point, and then there's a heal. So that's what's confusing because technically heal would be able to bring them above 1 hit point. So I'm trying to.
It's up to you. The heal thing is once per long rest. It's once per short rest.
Oh, right.
The stabilization
Station wouldn't count against. I could still do another healing
That is
action if I
correct.
wanted to.
There are no negative hit points in 5th edition.
I know.
So he's at 0.
Yeah.
So, but
Correct.
if he does, so it's up to you. If you do healing, it's going to be it's until the short rest. If you do the 1 hit point,
Or it's a long rest actually, but yeah.
short or long rest.
Yep. All right. We're gonna get him up, stabilize.
So 1 hit point.
Mhm.
So you work him, and Sparks, you are aware of your surroundings now.
Yeah, my
As
shield is
the-
up. I'm gonna just.
Well, your arm is no longer jammed in as you took care of that.
You can't
But you're able
kill
to move
something
again
if
as
you're
you
laying on the
start
ground.
putting back in the damaged parts of your armor.
The eyes just kind of shift and glimmer, fading from yellow and blue to red and back and forth, over and over and over, kind of going in a circle.
The floating screen. Davros!
No, it's Windows.
No, that would be blue
No.
screen.
Not the blue
Is it my
screen.
turn?
It is your turn.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna walk a little. I'm gonna walk like over there.
Okay.
Pick up the first dagger I had thrown.
Make a
'cause it-
perception check.
Oh, perception to like see where it is.
Yeah, because it's still on the wall.
No, gotcha. That's fine. Well, that's actually good. That's gonna be a 24.
24? Okay. It takes you a few moments, and you see it actually being dragged with the stream, and you roll in and you grab it.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, since I have 2 daggers,
Okay.
I'm gonna be holding one as I go. I go over and I just, why are you running away, my friend? We did not even make introductions. And with my other hand, let the other dagger loose at him. Just do a little.
Not the non-obsidian one? Or is
I
this
thought both of them were.
No, you have one dagger that's obsidian.
Oh yeah, okay, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm letting loose the normal one.
Speaking of which, I need to give you this. Give that to them, please. Forgot to give that to you at the beginning of the game. Okay, roll an attack.
Can I do a sleight of hand check to see if I can do sneak attack damage with it?
Because he was distracted.
If I was trying to distract him by talking.
If you want, you can attempt an action to roll a charisma check. With disadvantage, because it can't understand you. And then a bonus
loud
action
noises
to...
that
But he
sound weird to
seems
him.
friendly.
At disadvantage, you can try to distract him. And then
Charisma at disadvantage. I already have a negative modifier.
it is up to you.
That's gonna be ass.
Do you really want
It's not
And
gonna
then you
hurt
use your
if I
bonus
try.
action to strike.
Okay. So I might as well try, right?
It's up to you.
No.
Oh, that's ass.
3.
Unfortunately, he just doesn't understand what
He
you're
does not know
saying,
what's happening.
and he's just. This one is unnervedly like trained and just stares you in the face and flinches to each of you.
Okay, so he's not listening to me. He's not paying attention. He's just
low to the ground right now as his arms disappear into his pelt, and he seems to be doing something.
Okay. Well, shit. 10 to hit with the dagger.
These guys are.
So not only did I not get sneak attack, but I missed anyway.
You throw your non-obsidian dagger.
Yeah.
It goes flying. He looks at it and just lets it hit his pelt again, and just flies off.
I just. Oh shit. That's my entire reaction. What?
They're dagger proof.
They're dagger proof. Hazel.
Yeah.
Feel something.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
I'm.
So we're having trouble
Good, though.
with
He's
3.
taking a lot of damage.
There's like 6
As
of them.
this giant, massive bodied orc looks at you.
Yeah, that still doesn't make any sense for me either. I'm gonna try to hit him.
You do hear, I see you. But not like in a taunting way.
Just the fact that he got rid of the blindness.
What? Oh,
Just say.
fuck.
12?
12, as you go to strike him with the bow staff, it hits his head. As he just lifts up, as you hear the back parts of his spine, as he just cracks his neck, takes his boulder and is getting ready to strike upon you as you.
Can I flurry a blow?
Of course you can. You spend
Okay.
another key point,
Okay.
but don't forget that you're way of the open hand.
Yeah, I'm looking at that this time.
Okay. I even highlighted it for you. Okay.
For fuck's sake!
Oh my god.
No better. No better.
As you go in
a
for
4.
2 strikes, as you strike his knee,
So
the
10 and
reverberation of the force that doesn't go through goes back into your leg as it just reverberates through your entire body as you go up and try to elbow the same parts of his chest and the same thing. Leaving a nasty elbow bruise.
Is that just the funny bone or tingles?
The whole arm tingles.
Oh,
Tingles. Across the entire arm as the force that you put into the object just reverberates back into your elbow and into your arm and shoulder.
I'm just gonna do like that awkward smile and finger guns and
Because you are mobile. He swings towards you, but you just do a triple back flip. You're out of his range.
Bye.
Bye. That was awkward.
There's a guy back there with a
Derek.
I think I'll go now.
I don't like that.
Derek, that asshole hasn't even been hurt
That's
yet.
right, and he's gonna get an arrow.
Roll an attack.
Oh, come on.
Not an advantage, unfortunately.
Were you not stealthing still? Or?
No, he was trying to stealth.
13.
Oh.
13. He wasn't even looking at you. As the arrow goes towards him, it goes off his pelt again, but this time sticks into it and just sticks on his back end of it. He just kind of just looks over and then looks back.
And we will try to hide again.
Okay, roll a bonus action, please. No, roll a bonus action. Roll a stealth, please. Using your bonus action.
Well, at least my stealth works.
So you dip into the
21.
blackness.
I'm sorry. Look at the die.
Not 20.
No.
Okay, fine.
You rolled a natural 20.
Oh god.
I'm trying. But
Yeah, I know.
It's
and
only a bush. What do
Apparently,
you
this
expect?
one's Eagle Eyes.
It's only a bush.
His last name should have been
I
Eagle
need
Eyes.
something
They're
bigger.
Sparks.
You know,
You're at 1
bigger.
hit point.
The big scary bruiser were kicking
Okay,
his ass.
Perhaps
but
if
then
I,
this guy is like,
perhaps if I swing my
He's the,
cloak this way.
he's the silent killer.
yeah.
He's Snake.
I'm laying there on the
We
ground.
killed his wolf easily enough.
I know, and he's just.
Don't go anywhere yet.
Probably not happy
Pissed
about
him off.
that.
Yeah.
I'm laying there on the
I
ground.
think he's more
Dog.
dangerous than the wolf. I think they're both more dangerous than a wolf.
What are you doing, Sparks?
I'm laying there on the ground waiting for everyone to shut up.
You're holding
That's
your
going to
action
happen.
The whole
Shut
battlefield
up.
shuts up.
Not going to happen, my
I'm laying on
friend.
the ground, slowly bend myself at the waist, my eyes kind of ready, back to solid yellow. And just look at my friend. I just look over to the turtle. Turtle. And then I stand up and use my half-hand movement to stand up.
Otherwise, you're going to use your entire turn, mate. Not everything's cinematic.
Stand up.
It's the bad guys are that way.
Taking the battlefield. I am mobile, so that only takes 5 feet of my movement, right?
Yo.
No.
No.
Was that athlete?
Yeah.
Mobile, if you dash, yes. However, you are not difficult terrain right now.
Okay, then I'm going to use my bonus action
Cool.
to use second wind.
You can roll that on your own time.
Then I'm going to move.
Okay. With water spraying everywhere, as water just leaves the
Finished
internal
healing
parts
you.
of your body.
He's running away. I haven't finished healing you! Stop! One fucking hit point. I was gonna
That's how we move.
do it on the heels.
Or
I
3 seconds.
Dead, so you
2.
don't have to go around.
should have just
That's
healed
it.
him,
25.
Okay.
Okay, well, he hasn't gotten there yet.
but I can still make it to him.
I'm going to use my action to. Actually, I'm going to hold my action
Okay. For what?
to attack anything that comes near me.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Who's next?
Woo! Did you just roll 10?
So I did, so I have 15.
Varian. Yeah, you gain 14 hit
Make
points.
it happen.
15.
14.
I have 15 total.
Oh, that's
30.
Where'd I go? Where am I?
Alright, I'm gonna charge up on this guy.
But didn't I move? Didn't I?
And
I
see how
had to
my
move
rocks
the.
next to
Oh,
his
So
rocks.
right
Are you sure you want to use
I
that?
didn't have to.
Well, first let me see how I roll. See.
Tempted by it.
And I swing it uselessly in front of me and smile.
But
So,
it's an
dude-
impressive move.
Alright, this is
It's an
kinda
impressive
neat.
move.
Really
So,
bad.
Varian, you saunter up to him as you start swinging, flying around. As this giant behemoth of an ogre looks down at you and he goes, and starts to swing it around as well.
And I tingle it with his. Oh, wait.
Your snip
That's
checks are
what they got.
strong.
We tingle those Schwartzes.
Yeah. Funny is, it's his turn actually. Is anyone next to you?
No.
No.
Actually,
There's a plank.
beautiful.
Fuck!
He's gonna move right in between you and Sparks,
God damn it!
but on that side of it.
There.
Yeah. As he swings around his
Hold on.
rock. Sorry.
Hold action.
Oh, he had a held action.
Yeah.
That is true.
Ooh, nice job.
Come and get it,
As
Nikolai.
he's charging for almost shoulder attacks you, Varian, as he starts to swing his boulder up and brings it out.
Shit. No.
Nothing.
Let's be a no. Let's
He's
get
going to
13
attack
AC.
both with a single attack, Sparks and Varian, as he takes his chain and just extends it out and does a big swoop with it.
Shield up.
So Sparks, that's going to be a 21.
Damn it.
Okay.
Spark
he
goes
goes
flying
again.
again.
Down he goes again.
Shield up.
So-
Flying. Shield up.
Shield up, shield down.
Stay here, you damn. fucking-
Oh my god! He did the exact same amount of damage last time.
Then back down
So,
he goes.
yeah. So he did 2d8, an 8, and a 7, plus 3. So yeah. With the boulder flying
Jesus
through
Christ.
his
God
chest
damn
and
it.
head,
Totally
Sparks
eliminating
flies
my
to the floor
capabilities,
again
'cause all I'm
as
running
the
around
boulder
trying to
continues the momentum to Varian with a natural 3. As the boulder unfortunately loses its movement and just goes wild. As Varian, you're just standing there and the boulder
Yeah, because I
as he
deflected.
brings it around.
Because it whacked me and deflected off my chest.
And he's going to do it again. So, advantage on you, Sparks.
How many? Oh shit.
As he's using his no.
Oh,
he can
no.
attack multiple enemies when they're standing closely to each other.
Are you
Oh,
sure you
wait,
want to
wait,
hit the
wait.
guy that's down
He's
again?
attacking Sparks?
Are you sure?
Both of us.
Yep.
Sparks
Sparks.
is. Sparks
Spread
is
out.
leaning
Spread
down.
out.
So it's an advantage. Thank you for letting me know that.
You know that.
I thought it was just.
Isn't he right next to him?
Does not count as ranged. Yeah, he's right next to me.
No. Yeah, when it's right next to him, no. It's
It's
still a
reach,
melee
not
attack.
range.
This is not a ranged attack.
Nah, definitely stuff.
Yeah. It's a flail.
Guys, we can't charge in. This is like.
I'm not.
Surprisingly,
He missed.
on the floor, it hits your metal body, but just deflects off.
Added
advantage he missed.
Whoa.
You're still
'Cause it's
really
20.
hard to hit.
I have a 21 AC. I'm not easy to
Unconscious,
hit.
he's tough to hit.
And that's without dex?
It's
Oh,
good
no,
armor.
that doesn't matter.
Natural 1 with Marion.
You have
Marion,
literal
you're just
dumb
kind of
luck.
looking
here.
around.
Literally dumb luck.
Marion,
I
you're
love
looking around as you could have sworn you see some sort of like landmass in the water as you look down.
What is that?
Well, in place of your reflection, you just see like a rock of where you're standing as the Flan just shoots up and strikes the boulder and makes it fly.
What?
That's because he rolled a 1.
Thank you, Flan.
That's what you
Literally
saw.
dumb
That's
luck.
probably not what happened,
No,
but that's
that's
what he
actually-
saw.
Literally
Very-
dumb luck here.
Those that were standing around him,
Yeah?
That would be better.
Hazel,
Yeah?
you saw that. No one else did.
Wait, did I?
It was like a split second.
He's
No-
within view of me. I'm right there.
Unfortunately, Hazel,
What?
you are not close enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
It's like a little.
Oh, okay.
But
It's a little
the
rocket.
Wolfman is going to
Fucking-
charge forward straight to Davros. As you shriek, "Your skull is mine!" Or "Nyakul Sniatko!"
I still don't fucking speak Orcus! As I just ready myself.
I could teach you!
I don't want to! I have a grudge now!
19.
19 does hit.
And the second
Can't
attack,
see me, but
higher than that. So,
Fuck.
yep.
You almost got fucking soda up my nose.
7,
Bonus points.
5,
that's the worst thing that can go under
7,
nose.
8, 9, 10,
Do I
11.
get extra XP
It's
for
the fizz though.
Oh, okay.
18 points of slashing damage as he charges forward and jumps forward and brings it onto your shoulder, takes your head and slams into his knee, and takes his elbow and puts it into your skull.
I stumble back, bloody teeth, just at the best you can do.
I think this guy has
So stubborn.
I love it.
Is it 18 total?
Yes.
He reversed my hit point total. I went from 31 to 13.
Oh my god. And one freaking hit. Another hit, you guys are down. You can't keep doing this.
I think this guy has an issue with you.
I think someone needs to get in his
As he screams towards the heavens, seeing his surroundings, "I join the heavens and become the lightning I serve. The high five!"
We still
I serve you!
understand you!
Only you hear that.
X understanding it, but I'm just like, someone flank this bitch!
Sonny, it is your turn.
In Abyssal, trying to intimidate, I yell, "You're gonna die, bitch."
Roll intimidation.
In Abyssal.
Not a disadvantage, because it's infernal. It's demon language.
And it's coming from the darkness.
And it's coming from the... yeah, it's coming from the darkness. So roll a charisma check.
Okay.
Sorry, intimidation charisma check.
20
Nice.
total.
He's going to do an insight check just for the hell of it.
Am I going to die?
That's cocked.
One of us is gonna
Natural
die, and
6.
it's not gonna
As
be
he just
me.
looks up to heaven, as you see the water dripping off of him, as he
And
just...
A black laser basically hits him.
As a black beam... What spell are you using?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
19 plus 7.
Yes.
Barely.
That's 3 points of damage. But it's all doesn't matter.
That sounded so impressive. Until the end.
But it looked impressive.
It looked impressive. That was
I'll
the
say
whole
he
point.
is frightened until the start of your next turn, okay?
It's all about aesthetic.
Which
baby.
one was that?
Go full
Frightened
bard.
until the next.
Until the start of his next turn.
Wait, was that
Which means.
was that
for us,
the
Yeah,
one that was on the dire wolf?
That's this one right here.
Okay, cool.
So the guy who was bugging him. That's why I was purposely trying to screw with him.
Beautiful.
He is spooky.
And he's hurt now.
And
Yes.
that's
Eck!
So someone told it.
Stop moving. I told you to
I haven't finished yet! And so I... Cling!
He stopped moving.
Oh, Jesus.
I run up.
Too soon.
Damn, Darian.
Jesus.
You have literal stupid luck here.
Yeah.
Literally.
Move me over to Sparks.
Play medic here.
Like, where do you want? There?
As far away from the enemies as close to.
So this side.
about as good as you're gonna get.
And I am going to now do a full action to heal this son of a bitch.
Again.
Obliterated.
So are you healing or are you reviving?
I'm healing. That will do the reviving as well, I assume.
Yes, it will.
Damn it! If you just stayed put, I could have done something else. Jesus. All right.
This very terse turtle just comes over and just veteran on the battlefield.
I want to be killing shit right now, and you're just fucking falling apart here.
Takes out the duct tape and starts wrapping you up.
Actually, not unheard of.
I do apologize.
Not a bad idea
Right.
either.
I do
He can
apologize,
actually
sir.
be a battlefield
I
medic.
greatly appreciate your kindness.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of healing.
Though if I must speak freely,
And
rather-
now I am so pissed off, I've gone into a rage.
Hey!
I'll say go right ahead. Yeah.
As my bonus action,
As you
I'm going
feel
into a
the
rage.
I'm
I'm using my bonus action to
Yeah,
go
you're
into
using
rage.
a bonus action to rage. That's perfectly fine.
Because you're
Davros,
pissed,
it is your turn. As you feel the blood vessels, as you just sticking this guy back together.
Hail, you son of a...
Yeah, it's.
I do
Well, you
apologize.
can't go forward, so if you go backwards.
Davros, Hazel, you're up next.
I should go around him.
I'm not that easy to hit. I'm not
Yeah,
that
the
easy
problem
to
is
hit.
that thing hits with 20 points of damage every time it hits.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I'm in front of it?
I'm gonna move
Two
around
hits,
him
it takes everybody out.
and stab him, and he's frightened, so he literally can't come this way.
That is true. He is frightened, so you would have advantage.
Okay. And since I have advantage, good guys be good.
But roll a disadvantage. Actually, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Me?
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna. It's a.
Wisdom saving throw.
It's a 24 to hit, but the
Okay.
wisdom save is not amazing. It's a 10.
Roll a disadvantage.
Oh no, what the
As you feel something crawl over you.
Just 2 rolls at
As
disadvantage.
your vision begins to blur, as you feel a bit of shadow
That's a 2.
clinging to the sides of your vision, and you could swear you see movement. That's not there.
Wait, wouldn't it be rolling like at then? Since it was advantage and
It
disadvantage?
would just be straight up, so you would still hit.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That is 100% true.
Yeah.
So you would still hit, but for some reason you just feel something terrible on you.
Well, I don't like that, but I'm gonna hurt him now. I'm upset with him.
No sneak attack.
What?
You would not get sneak attack because you no longer have advantage.
Fuck, you're right. Okay. I'll just.
I know, I'm an ass.
10 piercing damage.
10 piercing.
I still rolled alright.
Still pretty bloody good.
I got a 5 and a d6.
As you pierce the side of him, going through his pelt, seeing that underneath it is just layered with bits of metal.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
As you pierce into him, get in between the fragments of metal, that's what you see right now, and into his body, he surges and just throws you out. As he just looks at you. Hazel. Unless you have anything else. Sorry, Hazel.
No.
Hazel.
Okay.
He's a little anxious.
So I'm gonna just kind of like hop over you real quick. Are they both technically in range for me?
They are one hex or one square, so
Go in the middle real quick.
unfortunately they're just a little far. But if you try to swing for one, you can quite literally just go in between them like a fucking ping pong. And don't
Can
worry
we
about
rotate
it.
this
Yeah,
whole
so
map
if
around?
I use my attack on one, I can use flurry of blows on the
Rotate the whole
other.
map around.
Yeah, you would just have to
It'll
move
move,
five.
it'll move everything closer. Can
But
you
you're mobile, so you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Rotate the map.
Earthquake.
It puts everything
Oh,
else
we had that.
closer. It puts everything closer.
Well, one was recorded now.
Basil,
Yep, I'm
She's just waiting for the world to finish the turn.
right there. Stop.
okay. Cool.
Right over your character.
There we go.
I can't see the character sheet.
Nice.
That's good.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack for the disadvantage dude first.
Not an advantage, right?
Why not at advantage? I thought he was frightened.
Oh, for the frightened. Okay, sorry.
So that's gonna be a
So yeah, you're what?
21.
21. Let me double check frightened real quick. I'm working.
Okay.
Actually, okay, you do not get advantage on a frightened creature. And he has disadvantage when he's within. So that was my
Okay.
You
mistake.
just can't run towards
Want me to re-roll then?
Reroll once.
Okay.
Davros, you just got lucky.
Okay.
Giggity.
Oh, that's even better. So 25.
Well, something's got to go our favor.
Roll damage.
And that's gonna be 9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning. Okay, anything else?
For flurry of blows, I wanna.
Switch to the other guy.
Is it possible to break up my flurry of blows or no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want to attack that guy first.
Okay. 1 flurry of blows as you go open hand palm to his chest. After you slap the stick across his chin, as you hear, you get in close and try to do an open hand palm underneath it. 15. As you strike his chin, it is heavy and heavier than you expected. As you strike and nearly cut yourself on a tusk, as you just go past him. Are you gonna do your second attack on him, or are you gonna?
Yeah. On Bruiser Boy.
Bruiser Boy, as you move to 5 feet over.
Not a whole lot better. 16.
Does not hit. As you go over and jump up and do Nathan, remind me what this is called again.
Knuckles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What kind of punch?
The type of fist.
Tiger.
I don't
No, tiger. Anyway, you take your knuckles and you jab it into the side of his neck, and your knuckles fold in on itself.
Jeez.
As you hear your knuckles pop, just pop, 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 pop. As you land on the floor and you take your wrist, and just go wherever you need.
Okay. And I'm gonna.
These things are hard to hit. I mean,
I'm gonna finger guns away again. To both of them.
you try to form your finger and just like this right now.
Hands do not work well against armor.
Derek.
All right.
Actually, he's not wearing armor. It's just him.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't count if his armor is embedded in his skin.
No, it's just him.
He's just that tough.
He's that tough. You know, he's the type of person that chugs 16 protein drinks a day and just lifts rocks.
So he's a bro.
He's a bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
He keeps going on and on about CrossFit.
His boulder that he's swinging
No.
around. His boulder that he's swinging around is a foot. Sorry, not a foot. It's a cubic foot.
Hey, that's my leg. Sorry.
Hey, that ankle tattoo looks familiar.
Actually,
foot
for the
diameter.
size what he is,
One
and what
foot
the
diameter.
picture shows, it's the size of his leg. So it's the size of you.
Jeez.
Yeah,
So that was
it's
nice.
a 3-foot diameter shell.
That was fun. I'm gonna be back here,
So
guys.
it's a 300-pound boulder, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually,
That
I
explains
want
why
to
he's throwing
go
around a warforged.
over there instead.
Sparks.
Sparks.
Sorry, Derek.
I was gonna
All
say,
right.
why'd you look at him?
All right. So this guy might have noticed that I was hiding, but how about Bruiser guy
One way to
with
find
my
out.
17 stealth?
It's one way to find out.
Okay.
You can roll it. Use your action to do an insight check.
Well, that's action.
Oh.
No, fire.
Yeah.
Well, bruiser guy.
Okay.
We'll find out if
Oh,
it's
with advantage.
okay.
Hey!
This guy knocked you smart in the wisdom category.
Come on. Yes.
Do a wisdom saving throw, actually. I'm terrible at this.
God. 26.
Do a wisdom saving throw, please. Keep the 2 dice that you had.
Right.
Don't change them, okay? Oh, 19 and 20? Or is that 19 and 10?
19 and 10.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
17.
17? Okay. You feel something sinister start to crawl into the backside parts of your head. But you're too focused. As you really slow.
There's somebody casting a spell.
Okay, is it normal damage or is it sneak attack?
Sneak attack damage.
Probably
Yes.
one of the dudes back there. Which I could take on. Probably don't want to by myself.
Please be good. Please be good.
We all saw how that went. Right?
18 points of damage.
Describe his death.
Yeah.
Yes!
The arrow goes through his eye and into his head.
Simple. Just
As you swing this bullet, as he's screaming, you puny little meltskins, your puny stones, and your stupid fragile bones!
We still can't understand you!
thank
It
God.
goes through his eyes, through his skull, and you hear as only a tiny bit of it goes out the other side.
Nice.
As you
Yeah.
Even though I'm standing right by the other guy, just
The same to you, fella.
everyone starts golf clapping.
Flan
Spark.
finds you unworthy.
Okay, I'm on my feet again.
Yes. Have you moved to get up?
You got 20 feet.
Yep.
He's like,
Good lord. I can't do this again.
Slash.
I can't.
You can revive into 1 hit.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm going to attempt to hit.
Okay, roll.
16.
As you bring your sword down, it hits this. He brings his blade up. You catch most of it, and it hits your shoulder. And he pushes it off, and does a quick push on your left leg, causing you to buckle and back off.
Good, because I am. And recoiling with my shield instead of that. Risk my movement.
Attack of opportunity.
Nope, mobile.
Mobile.
Oh, that's right. Everyone's getting
You
mobile.
have half movement.
He
You have
attacked.
half move.
That's fighter.
half movement.
Fighter or mobile.
So it's 5 to go up there, so that means
So you would have 20 feet
Good
of
stuff.
here. Yeah, that's where it was. I was here, 5 feet, 5, 20, or 15. So that's
Good
1.
stuff.
So, Sparks, you're done. It is his turn now. He whirls around and starts going
Not
into
that
it.
45. Naturally. Which is actually pretty decent, considering I'm full blade.
sure.
Yeah, you're only a little slower than me.
It also might be that I completely
Same,
push
sure, consider it.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. Don't need that one.
Very
Watch out.
brash individual.
11 points of slashing damage as he just backhands you and stabs you in your gut.
Okay, that don't feel
As
good.
he attacks the second time. Ooh, with natural 6 plus 5. As he takes the blade and twists and pulls it out, he brings it with a mighty swing downward with both hands.
And I managed to sidestep.
You quite literally combat roll to the side as water and stone just flies up into the air.
Okay.
As he just looks up with the lightning. As the lightning is still curling to the edges of the storm. Just frozen in the sky.
Alright, I'm going to move. I'm going to use my reaction.
Make another wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, wait, no, it's not your turn. Never mind.
Nope.
That's right.
I am going to use a reaction
Yep.
to move away from him.
He does not get a type of opportunity.
No, he
because
does
of that
not.
Special
The
trait
scout.
of a scout.
Yes.
All right.
And also, while I'm doing that, me and all 2 of my hit points, all 2 of my hit points, I'm gonna go, "See, you cannot even touch me!" as I walk away from him, and I spit into the dirt, all bloody, and I'm just,
Gets washed away. Washed away by the water. Sonny.
I am so hurt, and I will never.
I will attempt to, as I cast my spell, to intimidate him once again.
Barian, I do apologize. I skipped you. Barian, it is your turn.
Kill him this time. I don't have to do it.
Alright, sure. First, let's see.
It would not change much, unfortunately.
Well, you never know.
10, 15, 20, 25.
I don't know.
Alright. Well, first, see how I roll, see if I can do anything amazing. 17.
Does not hit. As you bring Flan and hit him on the back of his backside, you just hear a boom as it just flies off his helmet. This man is armored.
Which is good because I've got to do this before. The anger shifts to him. And I'm
It
dead.
shifts to him very well. Sonny, it is now your turn.
I will attempt to intimidate him again in Abyssal.
Okay?
Death came to your death.
This takes an action.
Oh, full action?
Yes, just like I said last time.
Okay. So I can't get off the cantrip if I do that?
That is correct.
Oh, then I'll hit him with the cantrip.
I messed up last time because of it, but I gave you because of the situation, whatever.
I'll give the cantrip at advantage because he can't see me.
Yep.
26.
Hits, roll damage.
Oh, and it's one of these flying towards him. Black shadow.
A black shadow hand. That looks like a middle finger.
Say hello to my shadow puppet.
And it's 3 points again, unfortunately. But you know what?
It's more like, mental
than that.
damage. It makes you feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not.
But
Is
he
he not
also
frightened
can't-
anymore?
He can't regain hit points.
Understood. Okay, take the fear off of him, by the way.
So he can't regain hit points until the end of my next turn.
Understood. As you strike his backside, no, it would be his front at this point.
Yeah.
As you strike his front, his shoulder explodes with a bit of cold necrotic damage before it gets covered up by the very rugged white fur pelt. Ed, it is your turn.
Excellent.
One fell, but it is still.
Excellent.
As you feel. Thump, 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 thump.
Yes. As I
Make a
pull
wisdom
up.
saving throw.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck me. Wisdom saving throw. Fuck me. No. Oh shit, that's an ability
You know what
check,
would be great
isn't
for this
it?
battle? The cleric.
That's an ability check, isn't it?
Let's get one.
No, it's a saving throw, not an ability check.
It's a saving throw.
Not an ability check, so I don't have to roll a disadvantage. Wisdom, straight up. 16.
16. Just 16.
Good, now kill it.
Hold on, let me double check.
No, he succeeded.
You don't have to check, I succeeded.
Great.
Now what happened to...
Oh,
I mean, fourth
no,
level...
no, yep, okay.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
something
you
we have to
hit
beat
the
is
DC.
higher than a 16 when we're fourth level, good lord.
You hit the DC.
Wow.
You feel this unnerving chill on the back of your skull as it starts to seep into your mind. You gotta kill something as you charge forward.
Alright, first off, what happened to the guy, the orc that was riding the direwolf? Did I...
That's the one that's left.
Yeah,
That's the one
he's
that's
the
left?
one that's looking up in the sky right now. and
I
seems to
never
be
consider a
chanting
job
underneath his
half
breath,
done.
Just looking up in the sky.
It's time to finish the job. Killed one half of you, now the second.
Let's ignore the other 3.
I feel like they're not as difficult.
We'll grab
Reckless.
them while they do what they do.
I really hope they're like
I'm
most
going
orcs where
in.
when you kill the boss,
I'm going
they'll
in.
run away.
Yeah.
Reckless.
Okay, go ahead.
The Night King style. Gotcha.
Yeah. We killed the war boss.
21 to hit.
Hits. Roll your damage.
Now the orcs are running
Finally,
scared.
someone fucking hits.
Hey.
For
He's
3.
a heavily armored individual.
3 twice.
12 plus 6, 18.
Ah!
I am Montante, that son of a bitch. That's straight up the groin, baby.
As you bring it underneath, as you quite literally charge forward and lean back and slide on the rock and water with your turtle shell. You bring it up.
There's a hook at the end.
As you slide underneath this smaller turtle body to this massive, overbearing ogre. As you go underneath, lift it up and strike with all your might. Sunk underneath his pelt through it as he just stands there. Goes on his knees. As he starts to get back up, blood starting to fall
Thank God,
through
my turn
his
is
crotch.
next.
As you see thunk, his intestines partially spilling out of his gut and lower body as he just takes it and shoves it back in. As he just looks
please
at
let
the
him have
turtle.
You're not supposed to be able to do
Looks
that.
over to the turtle.
He has 1 hit point.
Looks over to
He healed a robot
Davros.
with clamps.
No.
speaks in Orcish again.
No, shoving
Knows
his.
that. Speaks in Orcish again. I see you. Definitely.
Well,
As he's just
that
standing
can't
there.
deter me because
As he
I don't
opens up his
understand.
body, as he opens up his body, and just huffing with all his might, staying, using all his strength, just to stand.
Motherfucker, you literally had to put your intestines back in a second ago. I know I'm looking rough, but you looking rough too, so fuck you. So I'm literally just gonna run up. He's being flanked. There's two other people on the
Get
other side of
advantage.
him.
You do get advantage as he's just staring you down.
That's gonna be a 26 to hit,
It hits.
and oh shit,
Nice.
that's a 21 piercing damage with the sword. As the intestines he just put back in, I stab downward like into his chest and take them back out.
Okay.
Like
And
down
that is-
through his chest and just into
As
his
you
guts.
tut, almost hydroplaning using your natural born feet. You jump up with all your strength and stab it into the upper part of his torso, into his chest cavity where this little hole is, which is pretty big for him. As you just use your entire body and carry it downward, you get on top of the blade and put your knee on it as you break the chest cavity open. And just
Oh, you could have waited until I moved.
Turn around.
No, you're on the other side of
I
it.
know.
as you just open them up, as all of his organs, his color, what remaining color that was part of his skin, just drains from his body, and he falls flat.
And I sheath the sword. I kind of look for the non-obsidian dagger I had thrown at him. Is it still in the coat, or did it?
No,
is it-
that one, if I remember correctly, the arrow got stuck, but that one hit and flew off.
Okay, so can I notice it like
Make an
in
investigation
the
check.
water?
Perception check.
Modified 20.
Modified 20. Yeah, you find it. You pick it up, that will be your bonus action as you look over to the rest of the orbs. You notice that the one that was beating this undead zombie, as several other more seem to have appeared out while you guys were preoccupied with this, and the archers turned around and shot them. The undead zombies. Yeah, the zombies that seem to be coming from
So-
the river.
Sheath the sword. Pick up the other dagger. Just. Oh, that was easy. And
Your
I
eye-
fall backward.
yeah, all your eyes fall upon the other band of orcs.
I'm on the floor
Yes,
now.
I'm definitely looking
As
over.
all of them are looking at you, three of them, as they pull up the bows, as the other one starts to march forward, and the guy that was marching forward with this long, heavy-looking axe that's has on a long pole, just gets knuckle busted across the face with a spiked maul. From the orc that was seen to be doing some sort of ritualistic combat thing.
Yeah.
As he goes in front, the guy that got hit just hits the fucking dirt hard. As he gets back up, as in Orcus, as he starts screaming.
I'll translate. Still in initiative, or
I will translate. I will.
Yeah, he will
I
translate.
will. It'll be, or instead of
As
it'll be
this-
Orgle translate.
Yeah. As he just screams, "Remember the way!" he screams out towards the man on the ground and just stares down the other ones. Remember the way.
I hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll attack.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Fuck him up.
Over here. Jesus Christ. We gotta heal.
Natural 20.
Roll damage.
Ow!
4, 8.
Get his stats real quick.
Right in the face.
Well, in the back of the head because he wasn't looking.
Okay. I think it's gonna
Remember the way.
It's force. 2 natural 20s actually.
Wow.
Huh?
Damn.
So what was the damage?
8.
Jeez.
He doesn't do much damage.
As this force,
But it looks good.
was it? What was the spell?
Eldritch Blast.
As this blast. As this blast of shadow force. Sorry, single strike right now. Back his head. He just lifts it up. Turns around. Looks into the shadow. Points. I challenge you to do single combat.
I shoot him again.
Roll attack.
As I'm getting up off the ground, I just
Straight
you
up.
fucked with us.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah,
He can
as
see
he
in
was
the
taking
dark.
the dodge action, as he did take a turn at that point.
Okay. 19.
19 does hit. Roll a damage.
1.
As it just hits him. He looks at the rest of them. Kill them! As they all start forward. We're going to go on the same initiative at this point, everyone. Okay.
I think you made him angry.
Take him, place him right here.
This one?
No,
No, that's the zombie.
That's
thing.
the zombie.
Is the zombie dead?
Yeah. Put him here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, got it.
As they begin to start charging forward, but before we continue, we're going to take a break. Because
Oh boy.
apparently this is going to go a little differently.
Want to clear the dead?
Hmm?
Are we clearing the dead or no?
No.
Okay.
Their bodies are difficult
No
to
idea
read.
what we just called on ourselves. Wow.
We're
So,
first adventure. This is what we'd be doing.
All two of my hit
Yeah.
points are
Fucking
so
fight me.
on board, dude. Driver's just like,
Dude.
yeah. I'm gonna
I
fucking
still
die.
haven't been
We
hit.
had 3 of them that really fucked us up, and then there wasn't none of them were a spellcaster, and you just got 4 of them coming our way.
Okay, so
Wow.
everyone, we'll see you in a few moments. We'll see you in part 2 of episode 3.
Yeah, because we're on our way to TPK. Hey.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
No.
No, I can still get out of there at
you
least.
know what?
That's true.
To just leave you with this piece of knowledge, one of the archers brings up a horn. So it looks like some sort of horn from an animal.
Oh,
And
fuck
just-
no.
Thank you.
As 3 lightning strikes hit the floor, as apparently he summoned 3 elementals of the storm that he just called.
Oh well,
So
that's
we'll see you in just a moment. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Oh god.
Come on, everyone, wait, bye.
Let's do it.
All right.
Last battle.
At least I'm raging.
ready.
I'm raging.
There's a reason